Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, or good evening, maybe depending on where you are in the world. Why do I have the wrong camera in there? I gotta fix this. I can see that I got the wrong camera in there. There we go. I need to get some of our lighting on behind us. There we go. Let me be honest with you. I'm tired this morning. I'm not gonna lie. I have not got a beverage in me yet. Gotta get that going. You need NyQuil Intense Flu. Knock out your flu symptoms with NyQuil Intense. I had this all intentions of getting up real early and going crazy. Oh, we already got garbage going on in the chat. Let me fix it. Why do you use a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Can it keep me warm when I'm cold? Wait, no. Hopefully mods can help me out a little bit with that. Can I make my side softer? I make my side firm. Let me fix that first off. Effortless comfort all night. Can I help us sleep better and better? Sleep Number does that. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. Okay. All right. Move that out there. That'll stop that. I'll say hello to everybody in just a minute as I get this together and I can get the garbage off the screen. Never coming down from experience. You've been dreaming of this moment your whole life. It's all happening right here on Good Morning Football. Good morning, football. Well, football's not saying good morning to me. Welcome to the following presentation of the National Football League. Pumpkin Shelby, good morning. Rinser, good morning. Mr. Thibodeau, good morning, good sir. Douglas, good to see you, friend. Cakes. Douglas and Cakes, that's a good tag team right there. Rinser's in here, like I said. Debbie's in here. Hello, Debbie. Good morning, fans of Green Bay Packers. Welcome in. Quilac, hello. Koya, hello. Francisco, hello. T. Marie's Place, welcome in. Headed to church. That's a good place to go. Say a prayer for me. I need it. Super Bowl champion Jonathan Vilma and Jamie. Say a prayer for me. Biggest winner of the season for the Buffalo Bills last Sunday. Look to make it 2 in a row. Guess I'm going to drink a lemonade this morning. Tina, I'm not sure why I've had 6 or 7 people reach out to me on direct message that I should be doing something to congratulate you for getting pregnant. I don't know why I had that this morning. If you are pregnant, congratulations. I was kind of caught off guard by that this morning. So it's the Commanders and Dolphins coming up from Madrid. Opening kickoff just a couple of minutes away. We send you to the Dolphins public address announcer Kenny Walker. Something about how it was announced. The announcement was made by Carlos and Doug with you last night. I don't know what all that has to do with, but for all those people, so. Commissioner Tagliabue had an immeasurable impact on the NFL during his 17 years as commissioner and was instrumental in establishing the NFL as a global sport. Oh, not true. Tagliabue tuvo un inmenso impacto en la NFL durante sus 17 años como comisionado de la Liga de Fútbol Americano y fue fundamental para consolidar la NFL como un deporte global. Not true. Oh. That's not me. Well, I hope not, Doug. So, hello, Curtis family. Good to see you. All right. I'm sorry that I don't know the whole story then. I'm sorry. I thought it was, I had 6 people reach out. I thought it was legit. I was like, what the heck's going on? To perform. All right, national anthem, everybody. Please welcome Grammy-nominated recording artist and Madrid resident Karina Pasian. Para interpretar el himno nacional de los Estados Unidos, fuerte aplauso para la nominada a los premios Grammy, la cantante americana residente en Madrid, Karina Pasian. Oh, say, can you see why the dawn early light, once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the wagons of the foes bursting through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled Today, we honor the strength and unity of a nation, embodied by the Spanish Armed Forces, Unidad Militar de Emergencia, the UME. Hoy rendimos homenaje a la fuerza de una nación representada por la Unidad Militar de Emergencias de las Fuerzas Armadas Españolas, la UME. From wildfires in Galicia to floods in Valencia, from earthquakes to storms, and even during the COVID-19 pandemic, the UME has stood ready, selfless, and strong. Desde los incendios en Galicia hasta las inundaciones en Valencia, en los terremotos y en las tormentas, y también durante la pandemia, la UME ha estado siempre lista, valiente y solidaria. They are the ones who answer the call when Spain needs them the most. A symbol of courage, compassion, and national pride. Son quienes responden cuando España más los necesita. Un símbolo de valentía, compasión y orgullo nacional. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in thanking the Unidad Militar de Emergencias and the Spanish Ministry of Defense for their service, their sacrifice, and their devotion to Spain. Señoras y señores, por favor, únanse a nosotros para agradecer a la Unidad Militar de Emergencias y al Ministerio de Defensa de España por su servicio, su sacrificio y su devoción por el país. Gracias, UME. You are the heroes among us. Gracias, UME. Sois nuestros héroes. And now, to perform the national anthem of Spain, please welcome the Madrid Marine Infantry Group. Para interpretar el himno nacional de España, damos la bienvenida a la agrupación de Infantería de Marina de Madrid. We say thank you And we appreciate the sacrifices that are made by all soldiers for both of our countries here today, Spain and the United States. We thank you for your sacrifices you've made to protect your countries, to give you both, give us both all of those freedoms and blessings that we so value. We also thank the families of those soldiers, critical to what it is. I'm excited for today's game. I'm a little under it today, but we're going to make it do. I got a long day ahead of me, and I plan on doing what we have to do. And I am ready to roll. It's the United States in Spain playing the National Football League for the first time ever on the soil of Spain in Madrid. And they're showing how they put this football stadium together today and redoing everything. Took out the soccer field, put in a new field, and it's a packed house in Spain. And I'm glad you're here. Our screen will change right as the game starts. I got to get open this lemonade and get things going because it's going to be a long day here. We're excited though.
Thanks, Jamie. Real Madrid's home stadium since 1947.
Washington with Dan Quinn, who's actually friends with Paul Engel. How about that? I don't know if Paul's allowed to talk to Dan anymore. Dan Quinn's on another level. He's not the guy from Salisbury State anymore. Pringle, good morning. We're about to kick off. Our screen will come in right after kickoff. Luz da Ama. Boy, that's a hard name to say, but Luz, welcome in. Leon, good to see you. Welcome back. I got to let this commercial run here. As soon as it goes, we'll flip in the screen. It's going to be a touchback to start the game, though. Touchback to start it.
Onto the field. And what a job he did last week versus the Buffalo Bills. They have no Tyreek Hill out for the year, but this connection with him and Jalen Waddle really shined against the Bills last week. They got the victory. Like to see them do more of that.
All right, there we go. Give us our field. Yes.
He likes to have the ball outside quick throws, but when he wants to strike, him and Tua Tagovailoa, they're on the same page.
We're ready to go. Here we go. Let's do this thing.
In those passing plays, allow for this offense to really continue to move the chains.
Tua coming out. Waddle's his number one to hit. M. Gay, is that the same guy that does all the water down in Florida for your brother? Handoff, A-Chain around the outside, gain of 10. First down, Miami on the first play.
First down! A-Chan, that really sets the tone.
A-Chan.
Because you have to have him getting going in the passing game and in the running game for this offense to click. And he's been so...
Got to keep the voice going today. I might have to suck down a little honey here in a little bit. Wrap a little honey around my lips and let it roll. Gain of 11 on that first play. Gonna throw. Waddle. First down, Miami. Todd Brady, hello, buddy. Welcome in.
So 2 plays for the Dolphins, 2 first downs. Yeah, this defense with Washington.
Waddle.
Struggled in the past 4 weeks, and they're really trying to find themselves.
My sinuses are killing me this morning. Voice is a little rough. Sullivan slept on top of me twice last night. I don't know what his deal was. I don't know if it was storms or whatever, but dog was on top of me practically. A-Chain again, another big run. Well, that's a gain of close to 20. Gain of 15.
You're going to watch the blocking up front. They stay on the track.
A-Chan's got 2 runs. He's got 25 yards.
Aaron Brewer, he gets his block as well.
26 yards already.
For the Commanders, shedding those blocks. Get off the blocks by the time.
God, just let him run in a big one and start off his fantasy day strong. Speaking of which, I didn't even look at my fantasy this week. Butthead.
The first 3 plays, and he stays out on the field here for the Dolphins. It was really effective last week versus the Buffalo Bills.
First down and 10. From a 32, we got whistles.
This play is thrown dead. First charge, timeout.
We got a timeout.
Dolphins use a timeout. Just over 2 minutes in.
Timeout. 2 minutes in the game. That's not good.
Head coach now calling the defensive plays. Really wasn't working under defensive
K-Dot needs to be in there.
There you see the rankings entering week 11.
Over Kelsey.
All bad. And he knows that they have to be better. And what I know about Dan Quinn, Bobby Wagner, some of these veterans, that they are very prideful. They are not going to sit around and just allow for offenses to continue to pound them the way they have.
Should have played Deebo Samuel today, but can't do anything about that now.
Right? That's what he wants to bring. He wants the defense to understand it's not okay. Bobby Wagner needs a command. It's not okay. Let's get after and find a way to stop these guys. We're telling us he didn't like our defense last week. We haven't had to change. I love Joe. He's my guy.
First down and 10. First and 10. Hit play action. Got a throw. Tua underneath. Got his tight end inside the 30. Down to about the 27. Mark him at the 28. Gain of 4 on the play.
Like about Dan Quinn, we talked with Frankie Louisville as well. They didn't make any excuses about all the injuries that they have, right? There's no Jerron Payne today. He was ejected last game against the Lions. He's serving a suspension. You have both your starting corners out. But they said, look, we have guys. This next man up mentality, we have to figure out how to stop them.
Second down and 6. Second and 6.
Second down and 6. Jalen Wright in the backfield.
Handoff goes to the backup running back. Gain of about 2. It's going to be third down and 2.
Coming up for the Dolphins.
That was right on the run. Right.
I can see this being 4th down territory for Mike McDaniel. 3rd and 2. He's bringing back in Devon Achane, Jalen Waddle. It's more of a passing personnel for them, but Devon Achane, as I mentioned, he's so versatile. You may see him out in the backfield, he can motion medical, he can first motion, he's receiver. So we have all the options for Tua in this offense right now. He's lined up in the backfield to the right of Tagovailoa.
Handoff, off tackle, didn't get it. 4th and 1.
Yeah, as expected. You can run the football, which they did. Devon is actually really good between the tackles, and then now this is what I like. They're bringing in their jumbo package with Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon, number 31. He's their 6th-round pick, and he is their bruiser. 6'2", 230 pounds. They like to use him in these short yardage situations. They brought back in Daniel Brunskill, so I can see them going big personnel, light it up, and just pound it with Ollie Gordon. Fullback. The rookie out of Oklahoma State.
Handoff up the middle. Nope, they didn't get it off in time. It's going to be delay a game. Elijah, welcome in. Elijah does gaming in the house, everybody.
Offense. So they were going to go for on 4th down. Play a game. And now they send out the field goal unit.
Field goal unit coming out now.
It's going to be a no-brainer, which is where they don't snap the football, try to draw the defense offside, and then instead they just take forever to try to run the football. And then at the end, Ollie Gordon, they don't get the first down. They take the penalty, and Ollie Gordon looks like he might have been injured a little bit. Went limping to the sideline all day. Here's Riley Patterson, 46-yard attempt.
Kick. 46-yard is good.
Not somebody that is 40.
Dun, dun, dun.
You gonna say G56? Bingo! How you gonna celebrate a win? You gonna give everybody butterscotch candy? Probably out your pocket.
Where is my
just gonna give them raw candy.
defense? Oh, man, that's a horrible defense.
All customers score a 30% profit boost on an NFL touchdown parlay. The crown is yours. This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal.
Who do I want to drop?
All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries. Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan. For the perfect present,
Sorry, I'm trying to load up some fantasy guys while I'm sitting here, as I realized I didn't do that this week. Brandon, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Anybody else that's brand new coming in, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
Designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. So you
Come on, let me get a kicker.
Gatorade. Is it in you?
11-19. I can't get a kicker. Dang it. All right. Is what it is. Got to follow the rules. The Dragon. Thank you for subscribing, Dragon.
Best in class and PG. Kia. Movement that is.
Love when we do these international games. We get a lot of people from all over the world subscribing to the channel. Yeah, Todd, I'm having a rough morning. Lee Hamilton, good morning. Fido Beto, welcome in. Good to see you.
Second largest city of the European Union. Second to Berlin, Germany. Three-0 lead for the Dolphins.
All right, what do we got here? Flowers, Franklin, Kate Otten. Got Rashad White in there. Who do I have on the bench? Oh, Dunze. Should probably get him in there over Franklin. Here's the kickoff. Return out to the 20. Going to get tackled right there to start.
It's time for Get More, presented by Geico.
Marcus Mariota had a nice day against the Lions last week. Able to put some touch on the football, getting the ball down the field. The run game was also there for him. I mean, you like the way that him as a backup, he comes in just as effective as Jaden Daniels. You see his 133.3 passer rating last week. I really enjoyed talking with him because he understands the offense. He really enjoys working with Cliff Kingsbury, offensive coordinator. And they did a nice job with that good Lions defense last week.
First down and 10. Looking to throw. Mariota across the middle out to the 30. Gain of about 9. Second down.
Second and 1 as we check out the Commanders' offensive line.
Yeah, this offensive line against a 4-man pressure last week, they did a nice job holding up. What I want to see more of is Deebo Samuel, Marcus Mariota connection. I talked about the Tua Jalen Waddle connection. I'd love to see Deebo Samuel really get active today. He's been dealing with a heel injury. Looks like he's fully healthy, fully explosive again.
Handoff, off tackle, straight ahead. First down, Washington. Ray J, welcome in.
There's this Dolphins defense. It's led by Jordan Brooks, NFL's leading tackler right now. And I've just had so much fun watching him on film, how explosive he is, how fast he is in process, violent in the run game, violent in the passing game. I mean, he's learned from Bobby Wagner. This thing 4 years together in Seattle, and he is really starting to come into his own right now. This is a tremendous line that the Dolphins have.
Handoff, short run.
Mariota without one of his top receivers, and Terry McLaurin. You mentioned Jerome.
McLaurin, Payne, and Jaden Daniels out.
Following the punch he threw last week in the game against Detroit, Daniels missing his second consecutive game. They also had a couple of other wideouts in Burks, McCaffrey.
Yeah, Burks, and he had a really good game last week with Murray.
Second down and 6. Second and 6. Look at his throw, gets it off. Deebo Samuel.
About a yard shy of the marker as we check in with Jamie.
Kenny, there was optimism, though, in our meetings with the Commanders brass in that Jaden Daniels did not make the trip. However, that doesn't mean he is stagnant back in Washington. He was seen on video, a video that DQ was set running, and I was told this morning that he has even thrown a little bit. So optimism weighs heavily with the Commanders.
He did not need surgery, so that was certainly good for Daniels and the Commanders.
Second down and 8. Or correction, third down and 1. This one's behind. This TV's way behind. They didn't get it. Dolphins held him.
Gets up and celebrates.
You're going to watch Kenneth Grant. This is their first round pick. And he's lining up right in the middle. The swim move that he does on Sam Cosmi to get in there and then skip the construction and get the tackle for a loss. This was a very nice play by Zach. Really starting to come on and he's going down. His offense going for it.
The fake to Rodriguez. And first down completion. Out to midfield. So the Commanders able to move the chains.
Commanders moving the chains on that one.
And this is a nice job by the Commanders offense, and I really like what Kingsbury's doing. He keeps that up-tempo, no huddle, which Marcus Mariota is great about. He really enjoys being in that. He can see the defense, he can scan it, and he knows when to snap it quickly. He had the opportunity there and get the first down.
Commanders have run more no-huddle plays than any other team.
Mariota with a run. He doesn't get much there at all. Not much at all.
As they say in this no huddle, one thing they do have to allow is every time a personnel change happens for the Commanders, the Dolphins are allowed to also substitute. So as long as they aren't going no huddle, it doesn't mean that they're going 67% huddle rate this season. They continue with that right now.
No huddle again. Got to throw. Cross the middle. Caught. That's going to be a first down play. Lane on the catch.
Lane going in motion. Then he's going to go up and inside. And you see all the linebackers get sucked in. Juju Graham's trying to chase him across the field. Asher Davis makes a tackle, but this has all been set up by Chris Rodriguez in that run game. Marcus Mariota in that run game. And Kingsbury, he understands that. They say in these 12 personnel, 2 tight end packages, continue with the run game, continue with that balance.
First down and 10.
And now that
Washington gets charged for a timeout now.
they were kind of in between substitution there.
If you got a NFL reach all season long with NFL Plus Premium, get live local and primetime games on mobile, NFL Website, NFL Network, and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/network. Terms and conditions apply.
Going back to that last play, you saw Moore looked like he was running on late. They would have had 12 players, so he runs back off. Marcus Mariota wanted to go quickly, but now, as you mentioned, the officials had to stop the play, allow for the Dolphins to make that substitution. Instead of having a bad play for Kingsbury, Dan Quinn, they call a timeout, get settled again, and then continue with this offense. Because right now, they have a really good drive going, a nice balance between the run and pass.
All right. Now I think I'll be better. Got some cold medicine in me now. I think I feel a lot better. Hopefully that'll help. What's up, Plymouth Rock? Welcome in, buddy. We got a flag on the play here. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
Mika not pleased with whatever they're going to call.
Personal foul. Defense number 29. 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty on Miami. That's automatic first down.
Minka Fitzpatrick, he's going to be at the bottom left side of the screen. They're trying to do away with that. I saw what it was. It was an offensive lineman coming out on the screenplay. Mika Fitzpatrick goes to try and take his legs out. They call a penalty on that. Mike McDaniel a little frustrated right now looking at this defense because they've really been marched on this first series. It's been very methodical.
Oh, I need to kick this
offense. Not responded yet.
5 for 5. He's hit 5 different receivers.
Mariota 5 for 5 today. Play action, going to throw off his back foot, incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be holding. It looks like it's going to be holding on the defense.
They might be calling Tyrell Dodson for holding on John Bates.
I think he was definitely holding.
Pass interference. Defense number 25. The ball replaced that spot on the foul. Automatic first down.
Automatic first down.
That's Dodson.
You're going to see John Bates is coming across the screen. A little boot action. And that's going to be Tyrell Dodson's man. It could have been holding. The ball's already in the air, so they call it a pass interference. Either way, it's now a fresh set of downs for the Commanders if they have a 1st and 10.
From the Dolphins 11.
From the 11.
To the backfield.
Handoff up the middle, short gain. 2 yards.
Push down inside the 9.
All right, I got to grab a kicker for today, so I guess I'll take the kid from Minnesota. Need a kicker.
Working to reach the end zone. They've run the ball for over 6 minutes.
Now, it looks like a player is down for the Dolphins.
That's Benito Jones. Dolphins training staff out onto the field.
These players aren't just playing the game.
We got a timeout.
Building the future. All right. They're making it an Olympic sport. They're taking the game.
All right, I guess I'll drop this other tight end. Need a kicker. Hello, Brian. Welcome in.
Toyota reliability. For all your
Gotta have a kicker.
Built to perform. Born to thrill. Toyota RAV4. Find yourself.
All right, at least I got all my lineups set up now.
Buy yours now and save with low 4.75% APR financing.
So that's a good thing.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Anybody brand new in here today, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in. See, we got a lot of activity going, coming ins and outs.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in Chevrolet.
Get 0%.
All right, I got stuff ready for later today, so I'm good there.
That's $6,873 total value on this Silverado. Plus,
Aubrey wasn't available. He was already taken. I was picking up a free agent. I have a kicker on a bye this week.
Thinking about playing in the NFL, that just seems so far-fetched.
Have a kicker on a bye.
I wear my jersey. It's kind of like surreal. I think the importance of fans to me, I draw from that energy, the passion, just that family culture that's together.
All right.
That's what our fans are.
These 9 o'clock in the morning games are great in a lot of ways, but also tough. I would have loved to have slept in today till 11:30, got a shower, and then did the 1 o'clock game, which we are doing. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati right behind this as the Icy Hot Bowl number 2 rocks in. Is there any of that pizza left?
Welcome back to the NFL Madrid game. Presented.
Madrid game, yes. Oh, you're welcome to say that, 100%.
Jones and the Dolphins. Injured during the last play, headed into the medical tent. Second down and 8 for the Commanders. And the Dolphins 9-yard line.
Second and 8 from the 9. Handoff. Rodriguez. He's going to be marked probably about the 2. It's going to be like 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
He saw that the Dolphins were lighting the box. Gives the handoff to Chris Rodriguez. Barrels over Jordan Brooks for a big game. Brings up a 3rd and short.
They could pick up a first down without reaching the end zone. It's 3rd down and 1 from just inside the 2.
Yeah, they bring in now as Jumbo gets some extra offensive linemen, 2 tight ends. They have the big back Rodriguez next to Mariota. So
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Mariota gonna run it. No, he got swallowed up, stuffed.
I like the personnel. I like the setup. I don't like the play call. You have all the
He is stuffed.
Go right back downhill with the big guys. You see them getting pushed. If you go outside, the speed of the Dolphins defense is going to take over because the offensive linemen are big, but they're not fast. And the defense was faster then. Marcus Mariota gets tackled and gets stopped.
Jordan Brooks, Mika Fitzpatrick wrapped him up.
Fourth and 2, they're going for it. Play action, gonna throw. Flags everywhere.
Against the Commanders. Impossible. Offense, number 36. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Wow, they're actually giving the penalty calls in Spanish.
Too soon. And look at those. You know, that little sequence right there, that 3rd down, it looked like the Commanders' offense was all ready to score. Bring in the big jumbo. They decided to try to run outside with the big personnel. They get stopped, and then now a penalty. And they had been really good in the red zone prior to that.
Both teams caught a similar.
They're going to kick a field goal here.
First downs, and then they were held to a field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt at game.
Good. We are tied at 3, everybody. Tied at 3. Quick timeout.
We're always searching for new air to breathe. We get lost. Find our way. And choose to get lost again. We are the detours. Toyota truck. Let's go places.
Road can be a wild place.
Welcome into everybody just joining us. We're glad you're here.
There are all kinds of drivers out there. That's why
Glad you are here with us today. Opening game of long day in NFL football. We're going to do this game. We're going to do the 1 o'clock game, Pittsburgh and the Bengals. And then we're going to do the 8 o'clock game tonight, the Eagles and the Lions.
With protein to tackle every craving, Chunky is soup that eats like a meal. Why do you have your uniform on? So people recognize me.
Rated mature.
Hey, boys, we had to do one thing.
Let's go. Available now.
Thank you for subscribing, Louisa and Felipe Mendez. We're obviously getting some love today from maybe the Spain area of the world. Checking out football that couldn't make it into the game. That's awesome. Love it.
Let's go. Whoa.
We upgraded our TV at Best Buy, and now they feel like they're...
NFL players arriving on game day?
Exactly.
Well, this picture detail is seriously pro level.
They went on.
Good morning, Surf Bomb.
They're really feeling it this season.
That suit doesn't even fit you.
It fits my vibe.
Is that my purse?
Get great deals on the large assortment of TVs at Best Buy, official sponsor of the NFL.
Marcus Mariota completed all 5 of his pass attempts on the Commanders' first possession, which last.
All right, Dolphins getting the ball back for the second time. 2:36 left in the first.
The Dolphins defense not as aggressive as the Lions as far as playing man in your face press man coverage. So he took advantage of the zones, thinking Dawkins in the run game, efficient enough to get them to the almost to the touchdown, right? Goal line and then get a field goal left.
Washington and right, deep for Miami.
Coming out at the 10, 15, 20, 23, and drop there. Miami will start right there with the ball.
Devon Achane, we talked about what he did last week, and it's really the versatility. You see him in the running game. He likes to run between the tackles.
Thank you, John. Yes, congratulations to all the nominees. I felt it was a really quality show. I was very proud of it. I thought our team did excellent on the broadcast.
He's over there. So as a linebacker, Bobby Wagner, Frankie Ridley, they really have to keep their eyes on him, and it's going to really mess with them at their assignments.
Achane, the only player, Jonathan, in the NFL this season with at least 700 yards on the ground and 300 receiving yards as well.
Yeah, we talked with head coach Mike McDaniel about Achane, and he said he's one of the best young players I have ever been around because he puts so much on him, a ton of responsibility, and he is so prideful in not making any mistakes, wants to make sure he has it exactly correct.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Stranger, welcome in. 6 a.m. is too early for football. Yeah.
Start from the 23.
Play action. Gonna throw. Achane. Got a gain of about 4 on the catch.
28-yard line by Jordan McKeith. Last week against Buffalo, our next-gen stats powered by AWS forced 11 missed tackles, 100 rush yards after those missed tackles.
Landed a 42-pounder. Nice. That's a good striper, dude. Is that on the beach or are you on a boat?
To bounce off the tackles, it really surprises defenders once he gets going.
Handoff, gonna throw, play action. Tight end, got it. It's outside the 41. First down, Miami.
That's his second reception. He gains 14.
And Mike McDaniel was really happy to have Greg Dulcich back, or excuse me, not back. They actually picked him up. He wasn't with the team to start the season. Once Darren Waller went down, now supposed to be their pass-catching tight end. In comes Greg Dulcich. He can do a lot of the things that Darren Waller does. Doesn't have the same vertical speed, but you can see the pass-catching ability.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Handoff, Achane again around the outside. He's loose. And we got flags down everywhere. It's going to be holding.
To Commanders territory. 2 penalty markers on the play.
What are the penalties? That's going to take away a nice run.
There's fouls on each team. Both holding defense.
Holding both sides.
99 question. Holding offense number 17. Those fouls offset. Replay first down.
Replay the down.
Dan Quinn.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Sweet. I hope you're keeping that and going to get to putting that one in the fridge. That's a good eating fish right there, dude.
But it's also about protection because you're allowed to now have a bigger guy. He's setting his protection. He understands what he's doing. Usually when you have a tight end doing that, the D ends have the advantage. You bring that bigger guy in, you can run the ball and protect.
Play action going to throw to Achane in the backfield. He'll get 1 maybe. That could probably go down as a 1-yard run. Good morning, Greg. Welcome in.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Dolphins, but under a minute remaining.
I'm going to say no gain on that.
That's all.
You had a good game? Didn't see it, but congrats.
Really a good call. You watch this fast-flowing Commanders defense. Dan Quinn said that he's going to play a little more zone. He wants the guys to read and react. He wants them to fly to the football. That right there is a perfect example of them flying to the football, stopping Achane.
Play action, pitch. Achane again. He will get the first down and more there. He'll get all those yards back. First down, Miami on that one. Too big had to release. 28-31. It measured 49. Wow.
They really started to kick on the right side. The defensive line.
That's crazy. Too big had to release.
Laterally, they're able to hook Robbie Wagner. Speed of A-Chan.
And you got to follow the guidelines. End of the first quarter. We got a 3-all game here on the channel. Anybody's brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. We will see. Got to finish. Got to play it out there, Greg.
In life and in business.
Ugh. Sinuses or allergies, whatever this is killing me right now.
Move. But at Accenture, we say game on. Because whatever goal you're heading for, together, we'll get there.
Timeout right now between quarters.
How about dogs?
Maria, thank you for subscribing.
It's quitting time. Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
We play fantasy football because it's fun, and let's be honest, who has more fun than us?
That's because we're all about fantasy football.
Chill, bro.
And we want your team to win.
We love it. Points for everybody. NFL Fantasy Live, Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Curiosity.
All right, waiting on this commercial break.
Every thought.
What's that called, Mom?
Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good.
That's so cool. With vitiligo, Curiosity asks.
So if your color can go away, can it ever come back?
Curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Welcome to a smoother shipping experience with ShipStation.
Let's go. Let's go.
Imagine integrating seamlessly with all the places you sell online. See your entire inventory synced and manual tasks.
110 watching today. Appreciate everybody being here today.
Finding the best carrier rates with
Already coming up on 800 views on the stream.
Save time and money with ShipStation.
Get that chat going a little bit.
Growing your business. Start your free trial today at ShipStation.com.
Dolphins and Commanders tied at 3 in Madrid. As we begin this second quarter.
Start of the second quarter.
Dolphins struck first, then the Commanders went on an 8-minute drive, settled for 3. First and 10 for the Dolphins.
First and 10 for the Dolphins. Hello, Mandy Mary. Welcome in. Play action. Going to throw. Underneath. Got A-Chain again. Short gain. Hello, Mr. Copper. Hello, Mr. Copper.
Coach, I know we're only one Freeman, but defensively, how can your guys click
What?
in to make it a
Hello.
couple stuff?
Yeah, that's the big deal. And I
Thank
think
you
on
for
the edge of the
visiting.
perimeter, that's the one where you can't get the extended run.
Thank you for visiting.
So keep taking our shot, be edge setting, and that's what we need to do here in the second quarter.
Offensively,
Archie, what are you doing?
down to the red zone, what stalled you?
Yeah, just
Both of them just left. Both dogs came in, walked in, and left.
We're going to be bold. We converted on the fourth earlier, so we're going to stay in that bold way.
Second down and 8. Second and 8.
Thanks, Coach.
That's it.
Handoff. A-Chain up the middle. Gain of about 5 or 6.
So, Jonathan, both quarterbacks.
Are you back, Copper?
5 completions, no incompletions. Hawaii 5-0.
I knew there was something up. When you wanted to talk, I was like, all right, he's got something. He's got
David Ross, hello. You're a huge fan of the NFL. Listening from Manchester, England. Welcome in, David Ross, to the channel, buddy.
Those two have a relationship that goes all the way back. Well, I mean all the way back to the way.
Third down and 3. Third down and 3.
So they are definitely the pride of Hawaii right now.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Got A-Chain out of the backfield. Going to go. No. Goes to Washington. First down, Miami at the 17. Lynette.
Yeah, just look at the time that Tua has. There's Malik Washington, he's going up and over. And what you see, excuse me, that's Jalen Waddle. What you're going to see is that Malik Washington is able to get that completion because Tua has so much time on his hands.
Tua had all day in there to throw. Rossi, welcome in. Hello, I'm listening from work in Montreal. What's up? How you doing, Rossi? Welcome to the channel. Montreal, beautiful city in the house. First down and 10 under center. Single back set behind him. Tight end in motion. Handoff. A-chain again? No. They're going to the backup back this time. That's the rookie out of Oklahoma State on the run.
This is a direct run.
Gordon is the runner.
Not the shiftiest guy. Big bruiser. He knows
Mr. Luis, 84-86, summing it up.
Looking for contact. And then
thank you for the comment there, David.
Trying to tackle him. That's exactly what they're looking for from him at this running back position. And you see when they put him in, right? When it's a red zone, close to the goal line, they want those tough yards from him.
Second down and two. Handoff, fakes it. Gonna throw. Incomplete. He had his tight end. He blew it.
At the first incompletion, Kenny? Yeah, it is.
He had his tight end and he choked on it.
Just taking a look.
Threw it behind him.
I know where Tua is going with that. Dulcich, it looks like he went too vertical, had to go wide. I saw the reaction from Tua. I saw the reaction from Dulcich to see, all right, who's the one that's going to say my bag? And it looked like it was Dulcich on that one. Open, too. Brings up a third and short.
Third and short here. Third and short. Handoff, play action, fakes it, gonna throw. Tua's in trouble. Goes down at the 21. Big sack and a loss. Fourth down coming up. Miami's gonna have to punt again. Or field goal again, I should say.
With this third down conversion, there's Jacob Martin. And what I like is the discipline. Right, last week I talked about how they were undisciplined, and he was very disciplined there, goes up the field, make sure he matches the hand of Tua, doesn't allow him to get the ball out to Achane. And you see Dan Quinn, he's excited. He knew what was coming. Nice job defensively by the Commanders.
39-yard attempt. Up and buries it.
Mental health, where being able to partner with Kyle Cares, it means a lot.
All right, that's another field goal on the board.
To be able to, talk about mental health and be the one people want to come talk to. I love it.
Freedom Alley. Hello, Fred. Welcome in.
We're people too.
Come on, get that commercial off my thing. There we go. Eric Woodward. Hello, Eric. Welcome in. A lot of good people hanging out with us today.
Get up to 30% off.
Coming up on 1,000 views already on the stream.
More style, more comfort, and more savings in every room.
Come on, YouTube. Give it a big push out. Send it out there. Get more friends in here. Lenny, welcome in. He says, let's go Dolphins.
During the early Black Friday sale happening now at Value City Furniture.
When we come back here, it'll be Washington ball for the second time today.
Built for the bold with next generation power. Toyota.
Don't forget to hit the like.
Redefine your limits. Buy yours now and save with low 3.
Yes, hit those likes. We're only at 47 likes. We got 100 people watching. Y'all can double that up right now in a heartbeat. In 2 seconds, you can double those likes. Help us out.
Our crew gets you ready for the remainder of the game. Alexa's halftime report today on NFL Network.
We're getting a nice push, I believe, over in England, and a nice push over in some of our Spanish background areas because of Spain game being in Madrid today. Video tagged with Madrid. I think that's definitely getting us some views over there. Getting a lot of nice subscribers. with names that could be from that area.
Okay, that's right. It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Welcome back to the NFL Madrid game presented by NetApp. We come to you from the home of one of the most successful soccer clubs in the world. How appropriate that we've seen 3 field goals to this point.
The kicking game, real strong right now. And to say successful, man, that's an understatement. Real Madrid, we tried to compare him with an NFL team. We couldn't fight for as many.
Here's the kick. Taking it to 10, 15, 20, 25, out to the 28. First down and 10. Mr. Thibodeau sending some Sunday blessings. Thank you, Jason, for your continuous love and support of the channel, brother. David Bacco, Magical Mike, Jennifer, Christopher, and Jacob all blessed because of Jason's generosity and love for the channel. Thank you for blessing me, Preston, and our channel, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And as I mentioned,
I don't know about everybody else, but we got a really bad windy day here today.
Compare it to an NFL team.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a great start to a day. After a long day yesterday, that's a lovely blessing.
They won a record 36 La Liga titles here in Spain.
Yeah, the only thing we could equate it to were the Yankees, right? Because we have so much parity in the NFL. We just didn't have a team go on a run the way they've had and be so consistent.
Well, maybe if you combine the Yankees, the Patriots, and the Montreal Canadiens all into one.
Yeah, the Celtics. You're not stretching it, right? That's about right. 20. That's how good they've been.
First down and 10. Ball at the 28. Handoff straight up the middle. Nothing. Might have lost a yard. Second down and 11. Second down and 11.
Rookie Jordan Phillips, and I went back and watched a little more film on him. He is as good as both defensive coordinator Anthony Reaver and head coach Mike McDaniel had advertised. They said this guy, the reason Jordan Brooks is making all these tackles because this guy is playing out of his mind at that defensive tackle spot.
Gonna throw. Pressure coming. Mariota caught. First down. Out past the 45.
For a gain of 15.
And there's Zach Ertz. You're going to watch him go up and run what's called a 7 route. That was a clear out by Robbie Chosen. Just the safety end of the corner. Juju Brent's not able to make a play on that. What I really like is the timing and the decision making. Marcus Mariota wasted no time. As soon as he saw that Juju Brent's hips were going towards Robbie Chosen, he throws it out there. Throws a beautiful.
After you watch the show, if you'd be interested in an interview on our Wednesday night show to promote your channel, let me know. Nice cut and run by Rodriguez.
And Marcus Mariota said that Rodriguez, he's a volume guy, right? We haven't seen their rookie Ja'Cory Frosted-Merritt yet, but Chris Rodriguez has been handling the load. Usually gets about 3-4 yards to carry, not afraid of contact. All of a sudden, he starts to wear the defense down. You see him get a nice burst there. Dragging defenders for a first down.
Gonna throw. Hits the tight end. We got a late foul. It's going to be a face mask. I think it's going to be a face mask.
Let's take a look at the hit. Jordan Brooks is bringing down Ertz. Juju Brents. Looks like he went up in that head neck area. He's trying to say that he went a little lower. He did lead with the forearm.
There's no foul on the play.
No foul on the play.
Because he led with the forearm. He didn't lead with his head or neck. And they're saying that Zach Ertz was not a defensive player at that time. So no foul.
Yeah, they're having trouble getting a touchdown today for sure.
He made his first start last week versus the Bills. Had a tremendous game. And the reason why he started today is Rasul Douglas was about to come back and he was getting healthy, but all of a sudden Brent does exactly what they asked of him last week. Now playing again today, doing a nice job starting at that corner position for him.
Second down and 1. Handoff straight up the middle. First down, Washington.
You mentioned Crosby Barrett, who's had a good rookie season. Jeremy Nichols. Well, we spoke to Cliff Kingsbury and Dan Quinn during the week. You know, as far as the running back position, it's whoever has the hot hand, and it's been Rodriguez here today.
It really has. He's been doing a nice job, and now he's going to get a little bit of a breather.
First down and 10. First down and 10.
Running back position right now. The big guy's bottom of the screen. There he is at the bottom, yes. Debo Samuel goes back in motion.
Play action, looking to throw. Mariota going to step up, run. Throws on the run. Incomplete. Throws on the run. Incomplete.
Mariota started the game 7 for 7.
Yeah, that was a very good design by Cliff Kingsbury. What he wanted and what he did get was Debo Samuel, wide receiver, on a linebacker. That doesn't happen. It was nice coverage by the defense. So now Marcus Mariota scrambles, tries to make a play to Hurts. I like seeing him looking downfield instead of just tucking in and running. But Cliff Kingsbury, he's got a beat right now on this Dolphins defense. The run game is there. He had a nice design. Give credit to the defense for holding up. But Cliff Kingsbury is in a nice rhythm for this offense.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Throws across the middle. Incomplete. Third down coming up in 10.
This was earlier, number 43. The Dolphins defense, Jordan Colbert, is out with a concussion. That's basically given him. Benito Jones.
Third down and 10. Third down and 10.
Questionable suffered an ankle injury. So a couple of Dolphin defenders not on the field.
Mike Beachman, good morning, sir. That's stupid work, as some call it. Gonna throw. Pressure coming. About to get hit. Going down. Sack, Miami. Fourth down from the 33. It's going to be another field goal attempt.
He's been the most consistent defensive lineman all season. Goes up and under, takes on both offensive linemen, forces Mariota to go outside, and that leaves a nice play for Terrell Dotson to get the sack. Nice job defensively by the Dolphins. And you kind of look at this series and the previous series, the Commanders are able to move the football. Then all of a sudden they have these miscues and penalties and errors, and it sets them back having to settle for field goals.
51-yard attempt. It is no good. Gay is not good. Wide right. Gay is not good. Matt Gay. He's usually pretty consistent. Not today. 6-3 game, 7:31 in the second remaining.
Yeah, but they just get the 1 line.
Like a Caesar, like we're going to sit here and we're going to tell them how Caesar's Sportsbook is just so easy to use that you can watch and bet thousands of sports events.
I think after the 1 o'clock game, I'm going to try to grab a nap before the 6 o'clock show. Grab a nap.
We have time for that montage.
I told him I couldn't do it.
They couldn't afford me.
Take one defender. Add a large helping of sand. Mix in some rocks.
Glad everybody's coming in today. 150 some watching. Only 56 likes. Can y'all help me out? We got 100 people in here right now that could hit a like and get us over triple digits. Please. I know it's stupid. I know it's ridiculous, but it's how YouTube looks at us and decides on some algorithm shares. Help me out if you could. Hit a like.
Curiosity.
Simple and free. Doesn't cost you a cent. And it helps the channel out drastically.
That's so cool. With Vitiligo, Curiosity asks.
So if your color can go
Third
away,
time I've seen this commercial, this broadcast.
can I ever come back?
Oh, Dislike. Thank you, Dislike guy. Appreciate you.
Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Oh, thank you for those who are helping us out. I appreciate it. Paul Engel, good morning from the hockey ring. Good morning.
With NordVPN. Save 77% and get 3 months extra. With new gentler scents from Clorox, clean finally smells as it feels.
It's time for Defensive Spotlight, presented by Defender, and I turn it over to my middle linebacker.
I love watching these two.
Middle linebackers. That's a great one to play.
The way that they've been tackling machines all season long, and Jordan Brooks, he was so effusive over his.
Paul's enjoying himself from the confines of an ice rink.
The first 4 years in Seattle, called him a big brother, said it was a blessing to be around Bobby Wagner, to understand what it is to be a linebacker, what it is to kill yourself and be a captain. You see how well.
Quick throw, Tua, wide to Waddle. Caught, short gain, about 7, second down. It's Waddle's second catch today.
As the Dolphins shuffle in personnel, is that a friend of yours?
No, sir.
The hell is that? A guy in a dolphin costume. A literal dolphin costume. What did I just see? I can't unsee that.
They saw a good victory against the Buffalo Bills and hoping they continue on that.
Shotgun formation now goes under center. Tight end in motion. Handoff. H-Chan didn't get much on that one. Maybe lost a yard or two.
Eddie Colton coming up to make the play.
Starting to see that Commanders defense coming alive just a little bit, right? It's been a while since we've seen them get some stops, at or near the line of scrimmage. It's been a while since we've seen them celebrate. You kind of see the body language changing for them. And
second down and 3. Second and 3. Tua going down, sacked. Another sack by the Washington defense.
And you're going to see he's going to be coming from the right side. Jonathan Jones.
Coming up on 1,500 views on this stream already.
Excuse me, Joe Wynn had been calling, right? You hadn't seen those types of plays before. You saw some very generic types of blitzes. Everybody was able to see it this time. Nice disguise by Jonathan Jones, Dan Quinn. There was nowhere for Tua to go. That's the second sack.
Here comes the punt for Miami.
From that defense.
It's the first punt.
Drives him back to the 10, out of bounds at the 17. They're going to start right there. There is a late flag. Wait to see what that is.
During the kick, holding. Kicking team number 35.
Holding.
First down.
Half the distance.
So that will force the Commanders back. They trail by 3.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibility. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits and a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Gifts so good, my family's gonna think I can read by it, so it is a gift in itself. Or a curse.
Linda Osborne, welcome in.
So perfect.
Linda says, go Washington. Welcome in, Linda.
Get 20% off some of your list at Kohl's.com.
Thursday Night Football. It's on Prime.
This week, the Buffalo Bills stampede to beat the Texans. Stream Thursday Night Football. Bills, Texans, at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Bills in Houston on Thursday Night Football.
Okay, let's see
food not cold.
Yes, please. NyQuil Hot Remedy soothes your cold symptoms to sleep. NyQuil Hot Remedy. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, best sleep with a cold medicine.
So my fridge broke. What do I do now?
Lowe's. If you find a lower price on the same item, they'll match it with their lowest price guarantee. And they do next day delivery on hundreds of appliances.
Lowe's helps you get more holiday for less.
Next day delivery on a refrigerator. Wow. That is something when you can get next day delivery on that. I hate that commercial. But it is what it is.
Next Sunday, NFL Game Day Morning returns to get you ready for every Week 12 matchup. They're going to set the stage with in-depth analysis.
We're in Week 11 of the NFL. That is crazy.
NFL Game Day Morning returns next Sunday at 9 on
This has just flown by.
On Thursday here at Madrid,
Flown by.
Commanders and Dolphins hosted youth football clinics. Along with former Commanders Sam MIAvsWAS and London Fletcher on hand. They taught American football fundamentals to 180 youth athletes. The teams were also involved.
Bad Bar Trucking, what's up? Is it a lot of issues today? Really? That stinks, Bad Bar. Welcome to our channel, brother. Handoff up the middle, short run. He didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets in on the yep, and he gets in on the tackle. Does a nice job.
Doug, that could be because of the new equipment he's using, too.
So one thing that defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver likes, fresh.
Second down and 11. Second 11.
Where the best defensive tackle, Benito Jones, Phillips, a rookie. The other rookie.
I don't know what I ordered.
Doesn't feel like this is a movie.
Huh?
Doesn't feel like
Well, open it up. See if it's heck it is. Are you getting ready to leave for work? Second down and 11. Cross the middle. Incomplete. Way high. We got a flag on the play. Oh, it might be those things for my knee that they were suggesting. That's what it is. It's to go on my leg. Set them over there. I need that. There should be only one of them in there. Set them over there. We'll work on that tomorrow. The only stream that isn't buffering. Well, welcome in, Brad Bar. Maybe that's why we got a nice little push today.
So we're going, what am I doing?
Yes.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel, he's mad because the ball was thrown 20 feet in the air. I'm mad because Jack Jones had very nice coverage.
First down and 10. That coverage looked good, but man, wow. First down and 10. Ball at the 20. Shotgun formation. Wide receiver in motion, looking to throw. Across the middle, quick out. It's got Debo. Gain of about 5. Gain of about 5.
Dean, what did you see on that previous play?
Hey, there's our Instagram link in the chat. If you're not following us on Insta, hit us up. We're trying to get that Instagram up to 2,000. That was a bad call.
We agree.
Even Dean Blandino, the NFL special official guy, says that wasn't a foul.
Everything you want from a corner, he doesn't.
What are you going to do?
The wide receiver, he just goes, plays underneath him.
Second down and 4. Second and 4. Going to throw again. Jumps into the back. Did he get enough?
Very early today on the West Coast.
Krosky Merritt. Gain of 5. First down. First and 10. They were on the short sideline. I couldn't see with the people in the way. Working with a tempo throw. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted.
Right now, the Commanders' offense just looks a little out of whack. They did get the
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Welcome into all new friends coming in today. Bad Bar coming in recently. Welcome in. Glad you're part of what we're doing here today. We broadcast over 100 NFL games a year. Make sure you're following the channel. Second and 10. Mariota looking over the defense. Going to throw from a shotgun. Gets it off. Caught. First down again out near midfield. Moore on the catch. Moore on the catch.
Understanding what's about to happen. The blitz is coming from the Dolphins, and he goes right back inside.
Hey, he went right inside the pocket there, just laid it. It was a perfect throw. Handoff straight ahead. Merritt on the run. Krosky Merritt to be official.
Only field goals to this point. Deebo Samuel going out of the game.
Mariota brings him up to the line quickly. Welcome in, Mr. Fulton.
12 personnel means that you have one right.
Hope you're doing okay today, and an arm or a leg or a nose didn't fall off. Hope you're doing well.
He's been doing a really nice job those first 5 weeks, and so far it's kind of.
Mr. Fulton's been doing all kind of stuff, doing some Special Olympic stuff, got a girlfriend thing going. He got all kind of stuff going, doing some singing, doing some talent stuff. That guy's always working. First down and 10. Nice connection down to the Miami 32. Zach Ertz finally making himself known in the game.
That route back in for Mariota. 813 career receptions for Ertz. One of the best at getting separation as a tight end, soft hands.
2-minute warning. I'm warning you, there's 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the TO because it's going to hit in just a second. They're going to be running a commercial as they always do. If you're going to go somewhere at halftime, make sure you're following the channel. We're going to stay here and hang out during halftime.
Same team for 17 years. Same coach for 11.
Maybe play a little Q&A or something. I don't know.
Start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. So, Kurt, and I shoot from the same spot every time. So you can imagine how good something has to be for me to change.
Can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Come on. Don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good?
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace.
What are you up to now, Mr. Fulton?
For same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, when you need in stock. With service so good, it's guaranteed.
Mr. Fulton's football team's doing real well. His Colts are playing way better than I thought they would this year. I can never draft a Colt when I'm doing my fantasy football. I wish I would have had that running back.
If your grandpa,
He's having a monster year. He's carrying football teams.
if your husband wears these on the
Jonathan Taylor.
if your mom,
I refuse to draft a Colt.
or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA. Membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids.
USAA. I don't know why I've never looked at USAA. Whoops.
We've got your back. See if you can join USAA today.
You got the game.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Films.
Our departure has been delayed.
NFL Films. Keep the NFL in reach. USAA presents the Salute to Service moment. To commemorate the NFL playing in Madrid, USAA organized flag football games for U.S.
Wow, they did a bunch in Madrid.
Naval Station Rota. NFL legends Ryan Tannehill and Joe Theismann served as honorary coaches.
Wow, they went to Naval Station Rota while they were over there. That's pretty cool. I never got a chance to go to Rota.
USA.com/NFL.
Yeah, Greg, if you got the defense, right? Bad Bar says JT is a monster. Yeah, he is. This year he is. He's had a couple off years recently. What absolutely sucks, John? Welcome in, John Schilling. Scoreless touchdowns, yeah. Still, if you're a defensive person, you're loving it right now. Or if you got one of these defenses with no touchdowns and a couple sacks each, that's playing the points well, doing it. Your dad was at Rhoda, John? I was supposed to go over to Germany, Italy, and Rhoda, and it was right before I got sick, so didn't get to do it. You have the tight end Warren and Pittman going. Well, both players are good for them. I mean, that's why the Colts are so good this year. 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6. Mariota from the 28. Looks over the defense again, taking his time this time. Look at the throw. Mariota's going to call a draw and run himself and slide short of the 1st down. 3rd down coming up. Really? Wow, I got a bunch of friends with family that spent there. He was 22 years Navy Reserve. God bless him. Thank you, John. Thank you to all those family members who served. God bless you. Quick timeout. Quick timeout being called. 3rd and 1 coming up. I have heard that Rhoda is a just gorgeous base. The surroundings of it and everything, that's what I've heard.
Plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me in college.
Never got there.
No, they didn't. They called me a lot of things, different things.
I bet they did.
We'll take it.
We got a Sunday to earn. We hope you tackle that project by Saturday so you can earn your Sunday. Lowe's.
They've added some time back.
Minute 12 on the clock. Minute 12 on the clock. 3rd and 1. I'm not sure what John thinks sucks. He's upset about something. There's another guy in a Dolphin outfit. That's some serious commitment. Waddle's been having a half decent year. He's the only receiver Miami's got now, though. 3rd and 1. Handoff. 1st down. Rodriguez inside the 20 to the 16. They're going to mark him at the 17, it looks like.
Those jumbo personnel. And that's what I said before. One time they had all this beef up front, and they kind of went outside. This time they go right where he was. Nice blocking.
Go, Cole. Go, go, go. That was a nice tackle. Chris Rodriguez found himself a half-decent game.
7 yards on the ground today for Rodriguez. After 35 seconds, the Commanders have 2 timeouts.
Handoff, off tackle. Rodriguez can't get anything much. Looks like he fell forward for maybe 2. I'll give him 2. 2nd and 8. Craig says Waddle is tanking and the Dolphins are tanking. They're not getting a ton of points for you this week right now, that's for sure. We got another timeout on the field. Oh, I can feel that cold medicine kicking in. That's a beautiful thing.
Welcome to Sissy.
Yeah. They want to. Don't let anything stop you. Let's fly.
Come on, let's get it back here. Too long of a commercial. It's more than 15 seconds during these breaks. Get it off of there. Terry McLaurin sitting on the sideline watching.
They talk about how selfless a wide receiver is, the best wide receiver. I know they're itching to have him back.
Shotgun, looking to throw, trips to the right. Going to throw to the right, looking end zone, nothing there. Running for his life, Mariota throws on the run. And he threw it to the FedEx guy on the sideline. Incomplete.
Nice job by the Dolphins secondary on that plaster. As soon as you see
3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8. 17 seconds on the clock. They got time for one more trip to the end zone and still get the kickoff. They do have a timeout left as well, so they can do that. Third and 8. Trips to the right again. Look at the throw. Going to the corner. We got flag down. Samuel with the catch inbounds. Let's see what the flag is. Sub it up if you're new. Hit that like. We're only 23 likes from 100. 23 for 100. Approaching 2,000 views on the stream. We appreciate y'all. Hitting that like and chatting in the chat help drive the algorithm. We're grateful if you do it.
There's 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. Pass interference. 10-yard penalty, third down. 12 seconds on the clock. Are they going to go for another play? Looks like they will. Deebo Samuel on the PI. It is windy and cold here today. Case texted me this morning, said it's very windy in the west coast of Ohio. He was not going to be able to cut grass today. He was going to go out. He was going to go out on his Zamboni. He's got a Zamboni he drives around the field. He put big tractor truck tires on it. Doesn't do any good, but he just drives it around. Underneath, wide receiver screen to Samuel inside the 20. Tackled inside the 10. And they're going to call timeout there and kick the field goal.
And now they use that timeout and send out the field goal unit.
Half naked Zamboni. It's called Naked Boney.
3 seconds on the clock here in the
Waving to the cats. The house. Going by. Matt Gay coming out. He's already missed one. Matt Gay. And we got a timeout called by Commanders here.
Those penalties by the Commanders offense.
Only during intermissions. That makes sense. Wind blowing my car around the way. Paul, I'm telling you, it's bad out here today. The wind at the house. I'm so glad I don't have the balloons up because they would be getting destroyed. Matt Gay getting ready to kick a 30-yarder. It's up, and it is good. All right, we got 4 field goals here. All these friends over in Madrid are wondering, what's the big deal about this game? They only kick one ball at one time. Loving their European football. They're trying to figure out what's so exciting about this right now. You had all that win yesterday, yeah. Doug is going to drop some stats in there for us. Thank you, Doug. Thank you. We got the halftime experience here. The good thing is we got a clock and we know how long it is. Don't forget, immediately following this game, I am doing the Bengals at the Steelers, where the Steelers have announced they will throw the game today. They have announced that. They want to get rid of Mike Tomlin so bad, they're going to throw the game. Can't wait for it. Coming into quarterback, Terry Bradshaw today. Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, you like it. Wake up! It's time to talk football.
I saw something this week where some fan put out a proposal to trade Mike Tomlin to the Giants. So it's like, wow. You know what's crazy about that? We can talk about this for a second. Speaking of the Steelers, you know what's so crazy about that? Think about this tidbit. I love that. I like that little word. The Pittsburgh Steelers have only, Doug, what is it? You've only had four coaches in the history of the franchise? Is that the right number? Chuck Noll is one. Cowher's one. Tomlin. Isn't there one that I'm missing? Isn't it only 4? I think that's the right stat. Think about that in the history of football, where some of these teams have had 4 coaches in 4 years. In all the years the Steelers have been there, they've only had four coaches. I'm pretty sure that's the right number. I don't know who was before Chuck Noll. If anybody knows, put in the chat. But that's crazy. That just shows you how strong the franchise has been.
Games in the second window of the afternoon. Seahawks and Rams across the street.
A lot of good games today. Buccaneers and Bills at 1 o'clock is another good one. Buccaneers and Bills.
In that regard as well. Rich Eisen, Steve Mariucci, and Kurt Warner here.
Was Chuck Noll the first coach? Am I wrong there? I don't know. I don't know as much about the Steelers as maybe I should. Pardon me for a sec.
Warner, are you concerned about the Eagles' offensive production?
Sadness is life. Welcome in.
Against the with the Lions.
Till you live in Montana. Oh my God, Big Sky, Montana. I can only imagine. Welcome in, Sadness is life.
Cylinders are not running the football extremely well. This game is
what a great area of the country, though.
Up against the Detroit Lions defense that top 10 in interceptions, top 10 in sacking the quarterback. So it's not going to be easy. The one thing I will say though is the Lions like to play man-to-man coverage. That to me is where the Eagles' pass game really is at its best. When you can get those guys on the outside in one-on-one.
Hey Siri, how many head coaches have the Steelers had?
So, that's where they're going to have to make some plays in the passing game.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have had 16 head coaches throughout their history.
What? I thought it was only
This
4.
answer is from Wikipedia.
That can't be right.
Remember, they are a run-first team, and it goes through Saquon Barkley.
They were talking about that on the NFL Network. There's no way that that's right. I'm going to Wikipedia. Wikipedia's got to be wrong.
That's not happening either this year. His production is cut in half. He's only
they were talking about this on an NFL show the other day.
Not a good back. He's a great back, but they've got to pop him for some big ones. He's only had a couple of nice big runs. Last year, it was every week he would go distance. But you know what? This starts with Saquon. Then there are RPOs, the play action, the zone.
All right, let me see here.
Then it's the passing game. Right now, they're not.
I was going to say, that can't be right. That my Siri's an idiot. I'm sorry.
Flared up with a back injury this week, and then they put him on injured reserve. So that is a big injury concern for the Lions going into tonight's game against the Eagles.
So, yeah, okay. Chuck Noll was the first coach from 69 to 91. 69 to 91.
NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.
They were established in They were established in 1933.
At least you're happy.
I guess with a lot of the old AFA. So, as far as in the NFL, you had Chuck Noll to 69 to 91, Bill Cowher 92 to 2006, Mike Tomlin 207 to present.
A car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You okay in there? Consumer Cellular knows there.
So they're not what that is they're not recognizing the old AFL years.
We don't play games. What you see is what you get. No hot air.
They're recognizing the years since they joined the NFL.
Bet you're glad you wore
three coaches since they joined the NFL.
All those pockets. You can see how we can cut your bills. Plans start at just $20. Call Consumer Cellular.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Row now offers.
So the team history is they were established in 1933 as the Pittsburgh Pirates until 1939, and then in 1940 to 42, they were the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know what happened in 43 and 44. They became the Steagles. They were the Steagles in 1943. 1944, they were the Card Pit. And then in 45, they went back to the Steelers. I didn't even know about any of this. I learned something new today. So they've been part of the National Football League officially since 1933 to present. Eastern Division, 1933 to 43 and 45 to 49. They were the Western Division in 44. How the hell does that happen? The American Conference 50-52. Eastern Conference 53-69. Central Division 67-69. American Football Conference 1970 to present. Wow, I learned a bunch of new stuff today. I had no idea. None. I am now calling them the Steagles. They were the Philly Pittsburgh Steagles. Never knew that. Wow. That's a lot of rich history out there. Yeah, that's for 1 year. Pringle, they were the Philly Pittsburgh Steagles. That's a ton of history. Think about that. 1933. That's 90 some years of history as a franchise. That's crazy.
It's not alphabetical order. Actually, it's reverse alphabetical. Live highlights fine. But we do by time, not by alphabet. How good is Matthew Stafford, man? Seriously, man, he is. What do you expect from him today against the Seahawks? He's playing lights out. I mean, he's just in his zone. He's not turning the football over. He's making
173 good people in here. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the like. We're 16 likes from a hundo. 16 likes from a hundo.
They will run this over and over again. See it in the red zone. And Matthew Stafford is so good at figuring out who's the open guy right here. Savante Adams making the big play. Here's another one. We're going to make the toss, come back with the naked bootleg. And so not only do you have a quarterback playing at MVP level, but you're giving him easy opportunities based on your play designer and play call.
How much time we got? 3 minutes. 3 minutes and a half.
You're going to see a lot of that 3 tight end, naked bootleg, play action stuff. Were you making a 6-7 gesture? We don't know that. I don't know. I saw what you did. Hey, these guys are guys, you know. You never take 6 or 8. Okay. Well, the game I'm looking forward to is that one.
Don't forget, old man Rooney got rid of. Did he real? That's what happened. He got rid of cheer. I didn't even know you ever had cheerleaders. Dan, had no idea you even had cheerleaders. I don't remember cheerleaders for Pittsburgh ever in my time of watching football.
And hit 15 times. And you know what? Here come the Denver Broncos because this team sacks quarterbacks more so than anybody in the league. 46 sacks by this Denver Bronco outfit. Toledo, he's the most disruptive player. You know what? They have stats on disruption now. You know, it's sacks, pressures, hits. It's called disruption. 73, way more than everybody else. Nick Benito in this.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to come back.
The Bills defense was playing more press man and really challenging the Chiefs receivers, you know, in those short passing games. And, you know, I didn't expect them to do that. That could be something to watch for with Denver. I'd love to hear more of it, but we need to see. We don't have to get what. I mean, there's a halftime concert down in Madrid. All right, who we got? A lot of it's Rock and Daddy Yankee. Oh yeah, let's go. Daddy Yankee, otherwise known as Aaron Rodgers, in our house. Yeah.
I don't know what a heck of a Daddy Yankee is. Who is this guy? Good Lord, that's a lot of leather. He's got more leather on than Eddie Murphy during the Raw tour. What the heck is this? Aaron, welcome in. Good to see you. I have no idea what this guy is. Okay, I've seen enough of the guy in leather pants. And gloves. He's wearing one leather glove like Michael Jackson. He's like Eddie Murphy Raw and Michael Jackson Beat It combined here. How did my Disney thing goes? Great. Good time down there. A lot of work. Oh my God. What is this? I don't need to. I got to keep talking over because I don't want to get Madrid copyright on here. Well, I missed that, Todd. What was her last wish? I missed that part. Oh my God, this is painful to even watch. Come on. Take it off my TV, please. Oh my God. Thank you. Amen. Off the TV.
Between the Commanders and the Dolphins. I don't know what's happening. Oh, this is the way to break.
Hey, there's the Mandalorian Redskin / Commander. That's pretty cool.
The NFL Madrid game is presented by NetApp, official partner of the NFL.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh no, it's closed. What about my letter? Hey Lexus, call Uncle.
I don't know what it's on, Dan, but I know I'm broadcasting it. I'll find it at 1 o'clock. CBS or Fox, one of the two. I don't know offhand which one it's on right now.
The greatest measure of the season.
I know we're going to jump right to it is what we're going to do when this one's done.
The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
Fantasy football because it's fun, and let's be honest, who has more fun than us? That's because we're all about fantasy football. Chill, bro.
And we want your team to win.
And we love it. Points for everybody. NFL Fantasy Live, Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Do a little tailgate? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I like to go all out. Check it. We got the big screen, live DJ, even got an hot stuff guy. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that must be on that then. Must be.
You guys want some? Guys, come on, don't leave. Hey, hot stuff guy, come on, man.
Best tailgate ever.
Sorry, dude.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Maryland Lottery Holiday Raffle.
He signed a one-day contract so he can retire as a Patriot.
$1 million. Only a limited number of tickets.
I do remember she lost her battle with Cat. That's pretty cool that he did that. That's very cool. I got more respect for Gronk right there.
$50,000 in early bird drawings. The final $1 million drawing is on January 2nd. So, play the Maryland Lottery Holiday Raffle.
Yeah, classy of the Pats and classy of him and everything, yeah. Well, it makes sense. Robert Kraft would want to honor his wife's wishes, you know.
Baltimore Lexus dealers. Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills and Lexus of Towson. Time to upgrade from that old sleigh. Shop our impressive Lexus selection and take advantage.
Debbie says the Steelers game. Well, it might be on CBS by you, but it could be
Any other time of the year.
it. You know, other places in the world, it could be on something different. Deb, it depends on where you're at.
Towson and Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills.
Because I know at times when we've had games over here on CBS, like in UK, it's been on Fox related type things. So, but that would be the first place to check, like Debbie says. Check CBS first to your local listings, and then if you can't find it, might be on another one in your area. Mark F., good morning, sir. Welcome in.
Today's game flow presented by Progressive Insurance from the Pregame. We welcome you back to the NFL Madrid game presented by
Seahawks game is local. They could also look at what shows for your area they should do.
as we begin the second half.
I guess I should have double checked to make sure the Steelers game is on here.
All 6 drives ended with kicks. So both offenses able to move the ball up and down the field, kind of stalled in the red zone.
Washington will be getting the ball first.
Real Madrid.
Yep, I got the Bengals and the Steelers and the Packers and the Giants in my area. Kickoff returned by Edmonds out to the 40.
Just shy of the 40 moments ago, Jamie chatting with Dolphins.
Neil, hello, sir. Welcome in.
Downfield to get your offense going.
Well, I think it starts with the run game. And play action pass, you earn with the run game. We got to do better on third downs. We have to turn drives into actual touchdowns, not field goals. And we need to get quicker stops on defense. We've done a good job keeping it on the end zone. But that's a major focus.
Marcus Mariota has been able to make some things happen with his feet. How do you contain him in a box?
Well, I think it starts with complimentary pass rush.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Mariota with the ball. Handoff, off tackle, play action, pulls it back, throws back to that back. Short gain of about 8. Rodriguez on the reception.
Making his 5th start of the season, 2nd in a row for the injured Jaden Daniels.
Jordan Brooks makes that tackle, but I'd say the biggest thing for Marcus Mariota, he has not forced the issue. All of his passes, if he doesn't see that first read, you see him going to the check down, they do the play action, and then he'll go to Zach Ertz. But I really like that he's been in complete control of his offense. He hasn't pushed the issue at all.
Pitch around the outside. Nice run. Rodriguez first down and more. Inside the 45 to the 41 of Miami. Gain of 12 on the play.
Has the hot hand at the running back position for them. You just like the way that he goes and he does not dance. That's what I like about the way he's running. The blocking is doing a tremendous job. John Bates gets in there. Josh Connerly, their first round pick, he's blocking as well. They bring in that jumbo personnel. Brandon Coleman gets a block. I mean, everything is looking good on that right side. They've been featuring that right side in the run game.
Well, same to you, David Ross. Handoff in the backfield, hit, but he'll still get 3 or 4 yards on that. Rodriguez fighting hard for yards. 2nd and 6. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It is a little over a week, yes.
Just bounces off of Bradley Chubb's tackle. I mean, these are defensive linemen that he is rolling over. That is big-time football for Chris Rodriguez.
Place in the backfield by McNichols. 2nd down and 6.
Thanksgiving, actually, it's, 11 days away? 11 days away. Quick out, complete. Deebo Samuel. Going to be 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1.
We saw this in the first half. What they like is that it's a guaranteed 2 things. He's not going to get jammed at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to have either a safety or a linebacker.
It's a nice catch. That ball was behind him.
They know they're going to get a completion. Sets up a 3rd and short.
Rodriguez back in. 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1. Rodriguez, big time run right through the middle. 1st down. He got ankle tackled at the 20, or that would have been taken to the house.
Brandon Coleman and how he gets up to Jordan Brooks, seals that for Chris Rodriguez, goes up, bam, seals it, and he is out the gate. What a tackle by Austin Davis, because that was going to be a touchdown. If he doesn't do it, nobody else was touching him. And that's a shoestring of all shoestring tackles. And he got him right there, just enough to slow him down.
1st down and 10, looking to throw. Dumps it underneath, caught. Samuel. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown. Son of a gun, I should have started him today. Missed that opportunity.
Touchdown on the field.
Looks like yeah, that's a touchdown. He was landing on top of the defenders as the ball crosses the goal line. Goes up. Everyone runs outside, thinking that he's going to go outside instead. He gets it. Look at that first, Kenny. That's the first that Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, they've been waiting for it. He had been battling that heel injury.
Extra point is up and good. 13-6. Hawaiian 5-0 in the house. What's up? Welcome in, Hawaiian 5-0. Great channel name. Pulling for Tua. Pulling for Tua. Tua's getting the ball when we come back. Getting the ball when we come back.
What does a play like that do to the rock?
Everything.
That's it. Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available? Yeah, because he's not going to say. If he did say, he'd
New customers bet $5 to get 300 if your bet wins. Pay instantly at PhoneSense. The crown is yours.
Yeah, cool channel name, Hawaiian 5-0.
This game is for the ones who stick it out.
Aloha. Let's aloha to you. Hope you're having an awesome day and well. As well, is it your first time here, Hawaiian 5-0?
The official cap of the NFL sidelines. We know tradition. It's what inspires us.
Went to the doctor and he said, I'm going to. Well, good luck to you, Mr. Fulton.
For that perfect crunch in every bite. With
Good luck to you.
Flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters. It's game day for the NFL.
Game day for the NFL.
With an intelligent data infrastructure that accelerates data accessibility and or readiness, adaptability, and agility.
I think we're getting rain tomorrow. I can already feel it in my body. Man, that wind is just destroying these trees in the backyard. Holy cow. Wow. Yep, I used to be just lurking and listening. Well, we're glad you're here. Awesome. Welcome to the family. I'm glad you're here, man. Hawaiian 5-0.
Wait, what?
Hawaii is a beautiful state. Beautiful state. All right, here we go with the kick.
NFL Network Madrid game.
Yeah, it's something like that here now, and it's just blowing. Daryl Collins, what's up? Why win last week? You're messing up the draft pick. Daryl Collins, not happy. Welcome into the show, Daryl. Kickoff, touchback.
I really like that Cliff Kingsbury, offensive coordinator. He's intentionally.
Hey, everybody. Debbie just dropped a link to our second channel. If you're an NBA fan, click that link and hit follow over there. That's where I do all my NBA. We were only like 30 subs from 2K over there. Hit it up. Click that link for me on the second channel. If you like the NBA, that's where I do all my NBA broadcasts. Right there on the deuce. Click it. Give it a follow. Shrew Merchant, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Love this game to Heisman Hawaii winners. Let's go. Tua's dad and I are classmates. Oh, very cool. Awesome. Well, welcome in. That's awesome. Tua going to throw. There's a win right there. Across the middle. Caught. Still going. Big catch. Waddle. That's a big play by Waddle right there from Tua. 31 yards on the play. All the way down to the Washington 34.
Because of that, he's able to outflank Quan Martin, the safety. He misses the tackle, keeps going, gets a nice play from the Dolphins, sets him up in beautiful field position and a nice response offensively. We were just talking about the big play. Got many. They finally get a one big chunk play, gets it in the command of his territory.
Play action, handoff, fakes it. Nope, pulls it back, throws, tight end. Got it. Gain of 10, gain of 12, gain of 14. First down, Miami. Frog Life, how you doing? Welcome in, Frog. Great to see you back. Gain of 14 on the play. Hill was your tight end on the catch.
Gets him out there in a nice boot action, and he rumbles for a few more yards. And I mean, you don't get a better response than what we're seeing right now from the Dolphins offense.
45 yards on the last two.
First down and 10. First and 10. Looking to throw. Checks down to A-Chain. He didn't get anything. They knew they were running right there.
Where we thought that the Dolphins offense and the run game were going to have success, we thought it would be up the gut, but right now, not so much.
What do we got here? Second down and 10. Second and 10 as they come out to the line.
Was not success running outside to the right. That time went up the gut.
Play action, going to throw. We got flags down, and he goes incomplete. And I think it's going to be a false start, but I could be wrong. Miami's pointing at Washington, but I thought it was a false start. Nope, offsides defense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 5. If you're brand new, sub it up. Say hello in the chat. We are only 3 likes from 100. We got to have 3 people out there can hit that stupid like button and help us out. Get us up to 100 likes.
And what we've seen today defensively, we've seen a defense that doesn't look so vanilla, right? It's disorders, it blitz tackles, it got sacks.
2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Handoff Gordon, first down. Inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Ollie Gordon. I just love the way he punishes defenders, man. That's what you call finishing the run, right? He goes, he's not working.
He does finish the run.
Low or anything like that. He wants to pound those defenders, make a play. He's making the most of his carries. He doesn't get a lot because of Devon Achane, who's a tremendous back, but when he does, he's making it work.
Handoff up the middle. Gordon inside the 5 to the 4. Inside the 5 to the 4. Got 200 watching right now.
He gets it under control, gets it right on time for Ollie. And that's what you like with your quarterback who faced a lot of heat from the media, a lot of heat when they were losing. And he made some comments and kind of see here. He mentioned tradition. Now they're 13 of 13 situations in the red zone.
2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle. Nothing.
Going back to Tua, the heat that he been
3rd down and goal.
He mentioned that to us multiple times and said that we need to have that in order to trust ourselves. Out all the white noise, they've had multiple leadership meetings, understanding what it is, who we are. Right? If we're leaders, we got to set the tone, and so far it's been good. They had a nice win against Buffalo, and here they come knocking on.
Fiddle better. Welcome back in.
Touchdown.
They said that front still the extra blocker. 3rd and goal from the Washington 2.
3rd and goal from a 2. Gordon up the middle. He gets stuffed. 4th down. Do they go for it? Here's the question.
Coming from the left side. Yeah, just saw it. Blows up Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is coming back from injury. He wanted none of Frankie Hill. Knocks him on the ground. That goes and gets the ball carrier. That's the energy that we talk about. Julian Hill needs to be a better blocker for Ollie Gordon and Frankie Lou, who just destroyed him.
Hawaiian 5-0, thank you for subbing to the channel. Appreciate you. Shotgun formation. Going to throw. 4th and 2. There's your snap. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Stopping the Dolphins on 4th down. They've been perfect. As you mentioned, in goal-to-goal situations this season. And it's the 9-time Pro Bowler who makes the play. The pass is intended for Jalen Waddle.
Welcome in if you're brand new. We thank you for being here today and choosing to click that button. You're coming live from my studio in Baltimore, Maryland. And we do a lot of football over here. We're going to do about 110 games this year. We already did about 115, 116 baseball games for the MLB. This is where we do it. If you love what we're doing, hit us up. We'll be covering football all the way through to the playoffs, all the playoff games in the Super Bowl. We're doing 3 games here today. We're doing Pittsburgh and Cincinnati next. We're doing the night game, which is Philly and the Lions tonight. If you're new to me, I am a triple amputee. I lost my left hand and both of my legs in a medical tragedy that pretty much almost took my life. Was red last rites 3 times, was in a coma for almost 50 days. It's been a long road, but this is my happy place. This is my fun. This is what I like to do. And I love you being here. We try to make it as fun as we can and keep it as interesting and family friendly as we can. Nemad, our good friend. What's up, my friend? Great to see you. Great day for football. As it is. Nemad's Patriots are doing really well. So hit us up with a sub today. We're 11 away from 44.9, 11 subs away from 44.9. Nemad is a really good artist, everybody. Incredible artist. Check him out on his Instagram over there. If Debbie, can we drop Nemad's Instagram, or one of the mods, whoever has that task today, drop his Instagram in there. Check out Nemad on Instagram. Really, really solid artist. He is the one Boston Red Sox that's Patriots fan. One of a couple that I like up there. I think I got 2 or 3 friends up there that I like that follow those teams. Hey, David, I'm just lucky to be here. You know, God left me here for a reason. I'm trying to do that. You know, $5 million in medical bills later, I'm here. Thank God for insurance. That's what I got to say. Thank God for insurance. All right, here we go. Washington, 1st and 10 from their own 2, deep in their own zone. Long day of football, Nemad. Yes, absolutely. Your Patriots already got a win in the books. Under center, single back set behind is Rodriguez. They're going to run it out of the end zone. Oh, he got lit up. He got hit harder than when I hit flapjacks on the bottom. Oh, my God. Now there's some pushing and shoving going on. Dude got lit up. False start. Have to move it back. It's going to go back to the 1. 1st and 11 on the 1. Jake Elliott, welcome in. He says, go Colts. Colts are playing really well this year. Colts and Patriots, both very well in the AFC. You won't hear any negativity from me there. No negativity there. First and 11 from the half-yard line. Handoff up the middle again. Rodriguez gets maybe a yard and a half, maybe. 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Just hoping to get a 1st down, maybe 2, and then you can flip the field position. All right, so if the Dolphins,
yeah, I agree with you there. Definitely. Vrabel's got them playing well. Yeah, Todd, it is all about momentum. Thank you, Debbie, for dropping that there. Shotgun, going to throw, running for his life. Throws off the back foot, out of bounds. Late flag. Is that a catchable ball? Come on.
Already pleading his case. That ball was played.
Ball was not catchable. No flag on the play. Danny Dimes, huh, Jake?
McDaniel, he's crazy. The best part is they weren't even paying attention to anything he was doing, but he damn sure wanted to his case.
3rd down and 9 from a 2. 3rd down and 9 from their own 2. Shotgun, gonna throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it underneath. Oh, my God, he got the first down. Are you kidding me, Miami? McNichols going to catch and run for a first down. Oh, my word.
Just going to the check down. They tackle him right there.
Oh, my word.
Chris Rodriguez drags Jordan Brooks for first down. That was a very nice job.
Wow.
By him. 25. Now he's going to take a break, and in comes Ja'Cory Merritt.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Out of the 13. Pitch. He gets hit in the backfield. Lost the one. Crushing Merritt. Krosky Merritt hit for a short loss.
McDaniel worked on Quinn's staff when Quinn was the head coach in Atlanta.
Oh, my God.
Helped Mike McDaniel through some very challenging times.
But it was Raheem Morris on that staff as well. Kind of brought it to Dan Quinn's attention that Mike McDaniel may have a drinking problem. And they wanted to have kind of a group effort to address that drinking situation.
Second down and 10. We got a false start, Washington.
False start. Offensive rating 6. 5-yard penalty. Second out. Kyle Shanahan and Matt LaFleur also on that staff. Now, here's Dan Quinn when he was with the Dolphins working under Nick Saban, 2005-06. McDaniel.
Man, those pictures look totally different.
Matt LaFleur, and he's worked for the opposite franchise. And then together in Atlanta, now coaching against each other, too.
Right, and Mike McDaniel thought he was going to get fired that day, right? When it was brought to Dan Quinn's attention that he had a drinking problem. Instead, Dan Quinn.
Oh, sack! They almost got him in the end zone.
Yeah,
that was lucky he didn't get sacked right there.
And now they're discussing if that's intentional grounding.
If that's intentional grounding, that's a safety. Nope, he's out of the pocket.
No intentional grounding on the play, but a terrific play made by Chop Robinson returning to the Dolphins lineup today.
Yeah, an equally terrific play by Marcus Mariota, because that would have been a safety. Instead, he just throws it, slings it past the line of scrimmage. He's outside the tackle box. Nice heads-up play by him.
Third down and 15. Third down and 15. Mariota is the injured player.
So medical staff out of the field with 3.5 to go. Third, Commanders leading by 7.
All right, Todd, have a good day, sir. Have a great day. All right, let's take a look at some of those that support us real quick. We got a quick break in the action. Be right back here in a minute.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise #1. Tune in, sit back. Let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travelway. It's Cantrell Country's Travelway, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through.
If you're looking for bracelets made with love, it's KT Designs and Crafts Company. Does an amazing job with various bracelets from Disney and other content variables. Check out the Etsy shop located right here on the link provided by our moderators. You can get them made today and shipped out to you really quick. Katie supports the Pete McDivitt Show, and we say, hey, go out and support KT Designs and Crafts Company, handmade with love.
Greetings and salutations, Matt and Jeff Hardy here.
And you're watching The Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment because The Pete McDevitt Show is absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
Light him up, Bobby. My man.
We all need fiber for our digestive health, but less than 10% of us get enough each day. Good thing Metamucil gummies are an easy way to get
Waiting on them to come back here from the
same amount of fiber as 2
injury timeout.
Metamucil gummies, the easy way to get your daily fiber.
Mariota's going to be out for a play.
On the sideline before we went to break, he was injured on the play where he threw the ball out of bounds. He was willing to stay in, but his teammate McNichols actually waved to the sideline to get Josh Johnson warming up. Mariota took his seat. He is on the side now. However, he is not being tended to, so you may just see Johnson in for one snap.
Johnson in at quarterback. Darth Maven, hello, buddy. Handoff up the middle. Another big run, but they stop him this time. They're going to force the punt.
Fourth quarter last Sunday against Detroit. And now the Commanders will punt it away for the first time. It's Mariota. He's all off.
That is a big blow is such an understatement because Mariota was having a tremendous game. 16-22, 160 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers.
Here comes the punt.
He's going to be back because he's been doing such a phenomenal job. He's going into the blue tent right now.
Trust Williams' first punt of the
Collected at the 45 and hammered right there. Miami will start right there. And Mariota's going into the blue tent. Mariota into the blue tent.
This is amazing. And with my active cash credit card from Wells Fargo, I earned a limited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Really? You call this a workout?
I'm just taking a little break.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll get back after it.
I'm messing with you. Actually, that looks really good.
Make it 2. With the active cash credit card from Wells Fargo, I earn a limited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply.
When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify. Designed with easy to customize themes. Sell everywhere people shop. And never.
All right, just going through this commercial break.
See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today.
And here's your traditional cruise commercial for football games.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
Rated mature. Hey, boys, we had to do one thing. One. Let's move.
Let's see. Available now.
Direct eye contact. Confident. Paul, engaged. Kind of creepy.
Happy Monday.
It's an old school power move. The real power move? Having smart tools to keep up with changing trade rules.
Liz, we gotta get that Malaysian custom thing sorted.
Figured it out with FedEx. It shipped. Anything else?
FedEx. New power move.
Great song. Life through time. This is a great commercial.
This time of year. And make it another December to remember. Because the greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel.
That is a great commercial of life through time. I'll give Lexus props on that commercial.
Next Sunday, NFL Game Day morning returns. The crew is back in studio to get you ready for every Week 12 matchup with in-depth analysis, bold predictions, and more. NFL Game Day morning returns next Sunday at 9 on NFL Network. Back in Madrid, it's the Commanders leading the Dolphins 13-6. Best starting field position of the day for Miami.
All right, just near midfield. Miami's going to start here.
With time, now he fires
downfield. Dropped. It should have been picked off, and it got dropped. He threw into 2-on-1. Can't do that.
And it's just a go across all the way to the other side. And what Tua's doing is, frankly, challenging the secondary to keep up with Jalen Waddle. Now, that's a nice job by the secondary. Should have actually had the interception. What's interesting is that you see a lot of his interceptions happen in that same manner, where he wants to take a shot. If they get the interception, it's just a long punt in his eyes and Mike McDaniel's eyes. Instead, it's a second down and 10.
Second down and 10. Throws underneath A-Chain. Gain of about 5. Nice play.
He and Tua very close as Marcus now makes his return. They attended the same high school. They met. Tua was still in elementary, then middle school.
Yeah.
There were camps. The coach called them get better camps at Mariota. So we noticed this young lefty, the kids couldn't catch his balls. So Mariota said, why don't you come up and play with us? With the big kids. Third down and 6.
Underneath, caught Washington at the 40. Inside the 40, and tackled there at like the 37. First down, Miami.
He starts throwing with the high school kids. Him and Marcus Mariota are throwing together, and then all of a sudden, that's where Tua had developed that relationship with
That's Marcus's brother on the left, Tua on the right.
And then Marcus is right there. So it was interesting because Tua said that I was a big fan of Marcus Mariota from when he brought me up. And then he becomes this phenom at Oregon, wins the Heisman. And they said, then I became a fan of his as a player, right? So he just really enjoyed who he was as a person, now as a player.
Handoff, Gordon, short run. Gain of about 4. Second down.
He texts me a lot after my games. I've looked up to Marcus since I was young. He always tells me how proud of me he is. And along with Dylan Gabriel of the Browns, 3 starting quarterbacks from Hawaii. And both Mariota and Viola told us just how proud they both feel. Starting against each other for the first time. Mariota last started against the Dolphins in 2018 before Tua was in the league.
Play action. Look at the throw. Underneath. Caught. Washington again. First down again. At the 20. Hatbox Ghost. Hello. Welcome in.
What do you think that is? He said, well, in the Poly Hawaiian culture, respect is at the very top. We will do anything a coach tells us to do. And by the way, Marcus out of the blue tent, throwing and warming back up.
All right, that is certainly good news for the Commanders. Thanks, Jamie. Tom winding down here in the third. And Tua to draw the Commanders offside. A flag is thrown.
You got Javon Kinlaw.
There's no foul on the play as this is the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. Zeros before they could get it up. Fourth quarter coming up momentarily.
People.
Interesting. Sorry.
Squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim B. Best enjoy together. Official spirit.
All right. Fourth quarter, Miami driving as we come back in. No overtime. We want no overtime today. Make sure that we know that.
Do I still play Drake London?
Yes, he thrives on quick routes and windy conditions.
The t-shirt cannon fires, and the wind carries it away.
Sure is windy.
And here's the kickoff.
After the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up in Madrid, our crew recaps the game and previews the rest of Sunday's slate. Love this rivalry? You're going to want to see it. NFL Game Day Final today after the
Game Day Final.
1 day only. Get Black Friday savings all month long at Sheehy. Hurry in and browse the minute.
Oh boy.
Selection today. Sheehy makes car buying easy and affordable with doorbuster deals like thousands off MSRP or special low rate financing. Plus, get the most for your current vehicle when you sell or trade in. Discover how Sheehy makes car buying and trading easy during our Black Friday sales event.
Everyone's
I wish the Ravens in Cleveland were playing today at 1 instead of 4. I don't know why we're at 4 o'clock. They're in Cleveland, right? Isn't that game? That game's in Cleveland. We're not home today. They're East Coast time.
All comes together in Chevrolet.
Get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's $6,873 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $3,750 total cash allowance. Welcome back to Madrid, Spain. Many of us, the Allen crew, had the opportunity to visit some of the sites for Royal Palace, Retiro Park, some of the terrific museums here in Madrid. And we also took advantage of many local delicacies, including...
Correction, comma, I was doing 3 p.m. Monday.
Yeah, that was awesome. Food was great. Our producer ordered way too much food, and I had to help him out.
At least he paid.
That's the least he could do.
We begin the fourth quarter. For Commanders leading by 7.
Fakes the run. A-Chain's going to get hit in the backfield. He's not. Oh, he breaks loose and still gets some yards. Oh, my God. I apologize for the mistake. I was exhausted yesterday.
He's going to flip it to A-Chain, and then watch his fake. I just love the answer. Fools nobody, but A for effort. And look at A-Chain using that athletic ability.
So if you were a linebacker going up against you on that play,
no kidding.
I mean, hard. What would be going through your mind when you see that?
He's on first.
He's only kidding, folks.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Second down and 1.
Handoff.
Dolphins first. Dolphins look to reach the end zone for the first time today. A couple of field goals from Patterson. They were stopped on 4th and goal from the 2 on their last possession at the other end of the field. First time they haven't scored in a goal-to-goal situation this season.
Yeah, I'm looking at the personnel. And it's a lot different. Before they were coming with the big first down on the Gordon.
First and goal. Look at the throw. Tua. End zone incomplete.
Second and goal upcoming for Miami.
And now in comes Ollie Gordon. A-Chain is still in the game, so they'll have 2 running backs in the game, but it's just very interesting when you kind of look at the philosophy. Before it was ground and pound, having their way to the goal line, and now it's kind of like a spread you out, see if we can pass our way to the end zone.
Second and goal. Pass is caught and taken.
Pass is caught down to the 1.
Kept him out of the end zone, 3rd and goal.
And take a look at Bobby Wagner on this tackle. A-Chain has a full head of steam. And just bam, stops him holding his tracks, setting up this 3rd and goal. Nice job, Bobby Wagner. Dolphins fans, they thought they had the touchdown.
Wagner, Luvu combo, that's right.
They didn't realize he was tackling A-Chain on that play.
10th play of the drive.
3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal. Handoff at the middle. Gordon. Touchdown, Miami.
He doesn't get touched until he's in the end zone. This is a nice shot. Everybody clears out that hole for Ollie Gordon. 225 pounds. Bowls over that corner for an easy touchdown. Extra point is good. We're tied at 13 in Madrid.
Tied at 13 in Madrid.
I'm Jordan, and these are my breasts. We've been through some big changes, divorce, and new grandson. And as my next chapter began, metastatic breast cancer.
Back and forth game today, Debbie.
Pill that stops cancer.
Debbie, don't you think a commander would eat a fish in real life?
We drove cross country.
If this was a real life thing, wouldn't you think the commander could catch the fish and eat the fish?
Is for adults with HR positive, HER2 negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali may cause serious skin.
Now we got somebody to score because I do not want overtime in this game today.
Serious infections.
No OT.
Abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should
No OT.
before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali.
I got that delivery this morning to work on my legs. Like I talked with Jen and Doug last night. Gave me some good ideas, so I'm going to try to touch up my legs in the morning. Taking a break from the legs today. Give them a little bit of a break for one day. Back on it tomorrow. I've been really pushing myself lately. I don't want to overdo it. But I didn't take my legs off last night until 5 minutes, 2:55 in the morning is when I took them off. Jalen, welcome back in.
You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
And these companies all want your phone business. They're giving away free equipment like it's going out of style.
Week 12 matchup. They're going to set the stage with in-depth analysis, bold predictions, and much more. NFL Game Day Morning returns next Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from the famously big family. He's always saying, let's be one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. See, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a Jameson.
All right, here goes the kickoff.
Welcome back to the NFL Madrid game presented by NetApp. 12.5 remaining, tied at 13. It's too early to mention that the last time Washington played overseas in 2016, the game ended in a tie.
Too early. Give me another 5 minutes, Dan. Bring it to that coach. Against the Bengals.
At the 5, 10, 15, over to the 20, out to the 25, out to the 30. Going to start there.
Marcus Mariota leads the Commanders' offense back.
Mariota coming back out.
Very good to see Marcus Mariota coming back out. Ready to go. He gave the 9 when he came out the 10. He's good to go. Like to see that. And then Chris Kingsbury wasted no time bringing back in 74 Brandon Coleman. They've had a lot of success with that, but what I do want to see is a little more Zach Ertz. I want to see him get involved more. Right now, he is out of the game. When he comes back in, I want to see something where it's designed for him. This is a 3-time Pro Bowler, your best tight end, best pass.
First down and 10, changing the play at the line. Changing the play totally at the line. Pitch. Krosky Merritt for a gain of about 10. A nice run.
Juju Brents is down now, cornerback for the Dolphins, and he had a very nice game against the Bills.
First and 10 at the Washington 40.
Commissioner Roger Goodell on hand here in Madrid. It's the 7th and final international game of the regular season, and we've been overseas twice this year. We worked the game in London earlier this season, now here in Madrid. And
You can just feel the excitement everywhere you go in the city in the days leading up to the games.
Yeah, I would say it's been a success. This one, we called one in London as well, Tottenham Stadium. It has been, we're right now just looking at a sold out stadium, right? Sold out crowd.
Sold out stadiums. They have been sold out all the way around through this international market fest that NFL has done. They're trying to grow their brand globally, and right now I'd have to say it's working. First down and 10 at the 40. Mariota. Handoff up the middle. Boop. Short run. Krosky Merritt, just a gain of about 2. First game in Dublin, Ireland this year. First game in Berlin, Germany. First game in Spain, Madrid. Nelbert Joe, hello, this is Joe in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Joe. Sub it up. Come back anytime, my friend. What team are you on? Looking to throw. Wide receiver screen, and they lost yards. Samuel got hit for a loss. Third down and about 10 coming up now. Richard O'Connor, hello, sir. Welcome in.
Shouted with the commissioner prior to the game. Now handles the color analysis on the radio broadcasts for the Commanders.
Man, I used to watch London Fletcher when I was playing, and I couldn't wait until the offseason. I'd watch him, I'd watch Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas. They're the top 3 linebackers.
Third down and 9. Third and 9. Tamia Parker, hello. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Mariota's going to take off running. He's going to get the first down and more. Down the sideline he goes. Look at that little guy go. That's a big run. Mariota. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Mariota. That's a 41-yard run or something like that. I don't know. Good gravy. 43 yards on the run for Mariota. He was outrunning defenders.
He's been doing it his whole career and rips off a big game for the Commanders. By the way, his longest career longest career rush, twice as long as that one. 87 yards.
He still got it.
Pitch around the outside. Krosky inside the what? 15? Nice run. Second down and 7. Second and 7.
He was their #1 free agent signing that they had to get back. He was there with them last year. He's been helping Jaden Daniels, and they said the way
we are 4 subs away from 900. If there's 4 of you out there just joining us that like what we're doing, sub it up for me today. Let's get up over 900. Let's get within a digit of that 45,000. Krosky Merritt up the middle again for a couple yards. Third down and short coming up. Third and short coming up.
Mariota now in his 11th season. Won the Heisman back in 2014. This is his 100th NFL game, his 79th start. And everybody we talked to with the Commanders organization speaks so highly of Mariota.
Under 9 minutes remaining in the fourth here. Under 9.
The mentorship. And now Deebo Samuel will take the snap.
Deebo Samuel going to take the snap. Going to run it straight forward. First down inside the 5. First and goal. Washington.
And there's Juju Brents. He is limping off.
I wish they would have renamed them the Hogs. That would have been so good. The Hogs.
To start today. He's one of those corners doing everything they ask of him, coming up and tackling, making plays on the football. That's going to be a big loss for that Dolphins defense.
First and goal. First and goal. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. Krosky Merritt got shut up right there.
Having a terrific rookie season.
Yeah, he used to have a bald haircut. Back when he was a kid, they all called him Bill. Then when he got off to that tear the first 5 weeks, his teammates started calling him Wild Bill. Slowed down a little bit, but like to see him back in there. I mean, he is their best back athletically. But Dan Quinn said he goes and chases plays. What he means is he's trying to make that 70-yard home run rush as opposed to just taking the 4 or 5 yards.
Second goal for Washington.
Handoff up the middle. Stuffed at the 1. 3rd and goal. Awesome, Jalen. You had fun in Walt Disney World. That's awesome.
Onto the outside, so you kind of just lulled his defense to sleep, hand it to Chris Rodriguez, all of a sudden, pull it, you're out the gate on the outside for a touchdown.
Here comes Brandon Coleman, the extra blocker.
Yeah, it looks like Sam Cosby is down.
The Commanders' right guard. Checked out by the medical staff. Back in a moment.
We got a TO right now.
When two people love each other very much, right? Okay. Imagine me and your mom. Don't do that. Imagine a magic hug that animals do.
Hey, Chris, you're out. Huntley, you're in.
Tyler Huntley, backup parent.
If only they were back in real life.
What's up, little man? When two people love each other.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Wow, I feel really prepared for life now.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate.
I'd go for a Gatorade. I haven't had a good Gatorade in a while.
So you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade. Is it in you? Pick up one.
Joe says take it to the house now on this play. We will see in just a moment.
This is where it's at. The Eat and Play combo only at Dave & Buster's.
Oh, God, get this commercial again.
The edge of every thought.
What's that called, Mom? Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good. That's so cool.
With vitiligo, curiosity asks.
This is the 4th time today for this commercial. They must have paid a ton of money for ads.
Curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection online with NordVPN. Save 77% and get 3 months extra.
Find out if you're getting pulled under on your car insurance at smarterauto.com.
SmarterAuto.com.
90 auto insurance carriers, so you know if you're overpaying. Find out if you're paying more than you should on car insurance. Shop smarter at smarterauto.com.
It's time for Eat and Play.
Dolphins were minus. Were they minus to start? Were they the favorite in this one? Wow.
He's made the throws to the outside, the in-breaking routes, and when they needed him the most, comes back.
There's some good football games today.
43-yard game, setting up this Commanders offense. Debo Samuel right there as well, and you just really like the way that this offense has been playing. Marcus Mariota has been the leader of the offense, and it doesn't get much better than that. Your best player, Jaden Daniels, he goes down. In comes Marcus Mariota, continuing to lead this offense and being very productive.
Play action, handoff right at the middle. Doesn't get it. Stuffed. Got stuffed again.
It'll be 4th down.
Defensive tackles coming up. Huge Jordan Phillips, rookie. Just watch the way that they're setting the front, they're setting the line, they're pushing it back. Benito Jones does the same thing. And that is what the defense have been missing. Those first few weeks, they were trying to find.
Tampa Bay Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 6.5.
They need to be able to stop the run, come up with tackle, create takeaways, and help the Dolphins defense, help the Dolphins win.
Fourth and goal. The play clock going down. They're going to call a timeout. Cactus Cooler. Why does that sound familiar? Welcome in, Paul. Why does Cactus Cooler sound familiar? Anybody that's brand new, sub it up today. Help us out. Trying to get up over that 900 plateau.
trending storyline in the NFL.
Oh.
However, I'm a little spoiled, guys. In Spain, it starts at 2 p.m., which I enjoy doing that as opposed to 5 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, I know you'll be back in the studio bright and early Tuesday morning.
I will, yeah. You know it. I can't stay away.
But Jamie, we are A-okay with a little bias. It is all good.
Yeah, you know me. Ask me what's the best morning show on TV. Oh, TMFB, but what do I know?
6 minutes left in the game.
We certainly agree. Sam Cosby back in at right guard.
We got Zach Ertz sitting right there, going in motion.
4th and goal. Mariota's passes.
Mariota incomplete. He went for it on 4th and goal instead of taking the points. Idiot.
He slipped, and you see the frustration from both of them. Nice play call by Cliff.
Take the points.
Execution wasn't there. Slips as he goes inside. It would have been a touchdown. Instead, huge 4th down stop for the Dolphins defense.
Take one defender. Add a large helping of sand. Mix in some rocks. Freeze to -40 for several days. Then soak in 35 inches of water. Bake at 122 Fahrenheit. Dress with 661 pounds of toppings. Finally, serve on a plateau of your choosing.
Gift's so good, my family's gonna think I can read minds, which is a gift in itself. Or a curse.
Shop Kohl's for gifts so perfect, your family will think you read their minds. Get 20% off some of your list at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
What else did we think of the book?
Guys, it's Sunday. And on Sunday, we should only be thinking about one thing: football and Kings Hawaiian sliders.
Football and Kings Hawaiian sliders.
Sliders Sunday. Football and Kings Hawaiian. Nothing like it.
Are you Eli Manning? If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide.
All right, let's see here.
Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
NFL Red Zone is where the action is inevitable.
Here we go.
See every touchdown from every game every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. With up to 8 games at once. Get NFL Red Zone next.
Sorry, I'm just checking a couple things real quick.
From Munich, Germany. They are so into football over here.
All right. Ridiculous again that a team gets all the way within a 5 and they can't get in for anything.
Zach Ertz and the frustration. Marcus Mariota, he knows that it was there. Zach Ertz knows it was there. They had Austin Davis beat the safety. Instead, he slipped. No points on the board for the Commanders. Tie game, 6 minutes left. Dolphins having to come out.
Dolphins with the ball on their own 2.
Dolphins will stop on 4th goal from close range.
Handoff off the middle. Gordon breaks loose at the 20. Tackled at the 23. First down, Miami. Big run by Gordon there.
Bobby Wagner, he always flows with the football. Instead, he flowed, or whatever the past tense is, the other way, and it allowed Ollie Gordon to go for a big gain. He's usually very good at tracking the football. He sees the hole just like the running backs do. That time went backside. Instead, Ollie Gordon stays front side and gets a huge gain for the Dolphins.
Big gain.
We saw about the Fletcher earlier. Bobby Wagner today, but still did Fletcher 14th straight seasons with 100 tackles.
Shotgun, looking to throw. A-chain. Hitting the backfield. He got nowhere to go on that one.
19-yard line by Preston Smith on A-Chan. Next gen scouts powered by.
Nowhere to go on that one.
Talked about the rush yards after this tackle by A-Chan last week. 29 more today.
And to look at H-Chan, the difference between a lot of those running backs and him, he's a little smaller than that, right? But again, he's very, very built. He's very low, built well, compact, good balance.
4:41 in the game.
This is a 5'9". Lost 2 on previous play.
Play action goes across the middle, dropped. Waddle had it and dropped it.
He says it's on me.
It is on him. He should say it's on him. Right in his hands.
Tua does a nice job. He's pulling those linebackers to create the window. So if you see him looking left, Frankie Lou, Bobby Wagner, they start going that way. Had a nice hole, nice wide open hole for Jalen Waddle. Forcing Jalen Waddle to catch the football. And see if they go back to the screens here to H-Chan. They like doing the screens on the third and long.
Tua going to throw, about to get sacked. Flags down all over the place, and now he's sacked there. What's the penalty?
This looks to be a hold on the Dolphins. Holding. Offense number 55. Got buildings and farms over the players.
4th down, Miami kicking back to Washington.
Aaron Brewer in the middle of your screen. It's definitely a hold on Javon Kinlaw.
Definitely a hold.
Weird design of a play. It looked like a screen out to H-Chan. None of the offensive linemen went out there to help him, so then Tua was just stuck holding the football.
Fumble!
The Dolphins say they have it.
Dolphins are saying they have it. That ball's on the ground. Referees are saying Miami ball. Dolphin ball.
It didn't look good from the start for Mikey Samus still. You saw him trying to judge the football, and then you see now he's just almost in frantic mode to go and get the football, and it goes right between his...
Goes right between his hands and his legs. Wow.
And there's Ethan Bonner celebrating that fumble recovery right between his arms.
That was shaken up earlier. He's the punt return, and that was the first time Sanders Steele handled one all season. This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi.
Miami is close to being in field goal range already.
All Sundays. I'll cancel my plans.
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try to get with the port.
How
do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
I'm in Philly.
Works every time.
Yeah, this game's going way under, David. You're right. You get with this, and you can get with that.
At Dave & Buster's.
Life's next chapter doesn't need more space. Just a home that brings you closer to the people who matter most. At Rocket Mortgage, we're a partner in one of life's biggest decisions, with smart tools, clear answers, and a process that flexes to fit your needs. Because home isn't just a place, it's where your life feels most full. Start your next chapter.
Country Roads. Good song.
Tradition.
A lot of good music in the commercials today.
Tropical sabor. Introducing Jim Beam Pineapple.
Well, that would be something. That would be something, Ollie. That game's in Pittsburgh. That's going to be a lot harder for the Bengals to do than if it was in Cincinnati. I'd say, yeah, they got a better chance, but that place is a tough place to win when you're a good team.
Say something. Chase rings. Chase gold.
Chase me.
And I don't know who will be in the stands, but somebody will be in the stands today in Cleveland. They were selling tickets pretty cheap today. Ellen, welcome in. Come on to it, Ellen says. How you doing, Ellen?
Salute to Service is the year-round effort for the NFL and its charitable partners to honor, empower, and connect with our service members, veterans, and their families.
At this time each year, the NFL reinforces our support and gratitude to those who have served and continue to serve. Visit NFL.com/salute to learn about the NFL's impact with its salute to service partners. Jalen Lee is the usual punt returner.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 42.
Return the punt in his 2-year NFL career. And he had trouble with that one. And gives the ball back to the Dolphins in a tie game.
Handoff off the middle, short gain.
As Gordon gets wrapped up on first down by Big Benogany.
And not only that, when we were down there before the game, we were watching the punters, they were playing the football, and I remember looking up, and it was a little disorienting, right? The lights are a little different than the usual stadiums in the United States at the NFL games. So I could understand where Sanders still, as you could tell, he looked like he just panicked at that point, right? And there are the lights where it's usually up on the outside. Tough position for Sanders to be at this moment in the game.
Handoff, big run. Inside the 30 to the 29. A-Chain with a big run right there.
The Commanders have 2 timeouts. They're going to have a 2-minute warning, but they're definitely going to have to start thinking about conserving time here. They don't want the Dolphins to get another first down, run out the clock, and kick a field goal to win the game.
New set of downs for Mike McDaniel's Dolphins. They defeated the Buffalo Bills last week. Each team with 2 goals and a touchdown today.
A-Chain, another run, gain of 5.
Clock continues to run. And now a timeout. Taken by Washington.
That's what I was expecting. Washington is going to have to hopefully
Michael Chambers, welcome in.
Defensively kick the field goal, and they still have some time to be able to just get the ball and then go down and try and kick the field goal themselves.
So 2.5 remaining here in Madrid, where the Commanders and the Dolphins tied at 13. The turnover committed a moment ago.
Jonathan Vilma is on this call. I didn't realize that was him. I remember watching him play as a Saint.
His first time in that position in a foreign environment. I mean, you know, it's tough for them. But right now, he has the opportunity to figure out how he's going to stop this Dolphins defense. It's 2nd and medium, and they can hold him here, kick the field goal, give their offense some time on the clock to go down and try to match that field goal.
2nd down and 5.
2nd down and 5. A-Chain around the outside, down inside the 10.
At the 6-yard line, Jonathan Jones gained 18 for A-Chan.
They have just worn out the Commanders' left side of the defense. All the big runs have been to the offensive right, and they have worked that since the first quarter. They had
big run right there.
6-yard gains early on, 7, 8-yard gains.
1st and goal from the 6.
These big chunks getting ripped off to that right side.
2:29 on the clock.
Be better if they win. You're a diehard fan. Yeah. Oh my God, that's fun. Make sure you're subscribed to me, Alan. That's a great comment. Welcome in. That's awesome. Handoff again. Short run. Why? A-Chain is running great outside the tackles. Why do you keep running him up the middle at goal line? Run him on the outside. We are 2 subs away from that 900 plateau. Can you help me out? Let's get over 900 followers. I'd love to get under 100 away from 45,000 before the next stream. We got a quick timeout called. Quick timeout.
Bobby Wagner always stepping up, making the pass deflection. So you've seen some good flashes of some good Washington Commanders defense of what they can be, what we were used to seeing, especially last year. Only 265 total yards allowed today. So overall, good defense. Now the run game, still a question mark. You see some big chunks getting ripped off, but you at least like where they're headed. Dan Quinn calling it better. You're talking about Bobby Wagner. I've mentioned him all day today. He's getting those guys riled up, fired up. Frankie Luvu as well. So
here we go.
That we're seeing as
Second and goal. Second and goal. Pitch. Achan underneath. Achan down to the 1. Aaron Holtz, welcome in. Aaron Holtz, welcome in.
So this takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Third and goal from the 1 coming up. Hey, we're crossing over 900. We are coming in on 100 away from 45K. Thank you. Thank you. We just want you to come back. That's the big deal. Don't forget, immediately following this game, I am doing Steelers and Cincinnati. Tonight, I'm doing the Lions and Philly. It got some great games on the channel today. Some great games on the channel today.
Project which player will have more than 100 tackles. That's the guy.
That's right. Move it like this now. You gotta move it.
Big time.
Yeah, they've had a rough year there, Joe, for sure.
When investing leads to questions.
When you invest a lot in your quarterback and he gets hurt, that takes a lot out of your team right there.
And a single view of your banking and investing accounts right in the Chase mobile app. When you want to take control of your financial future, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
So to work on this.
JP Morgan.
How about dogs?
I brought Peyton Manning.
Hi, it's quitting time. Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection. Buy the Old Spice NFL collection. No, like this. Old Spice NFL collection. Old Spice NFL collection. Old Spice NFL collection. Old Spice NFL collection. Okay.
So that's my favorite role, my chunky magic.
Neil is in here with us today. Hanging out.
What did you do to my pantry?
It was him. Chunky soup that eats like a little.
If Nationwide could be a great insurance and financial services company, what's stopping you from being so much more than one thing? That question is what inspired me to create.
Bought a couple lemonades from Popeyes yesterday. They were really good.
Let's hear it.
Are you on your phone, Ellen, or are you on your computer?
I get emotional saying that.
If you're on your phone, you just click out of the chat, X out of the chat, and it's right there. Hit the subscribe.
For your insurance and financial needs.
And then you can come back into the chat.
Coming up next, the Mercedes-Benz post-game star of the game interview preview of the Lions and the Eagles. 2 minutes remaining.
Third and goal. Third and goal. From the 1. Achan. Didn't get it. 4th and 1.
No timeouts for Washington.
Yep, just X out of the chat from your phone, and you'll be able to do it. You'll be good to go. They did not do a good job of blocking there. Badger backer, hello, my friend.
He just loves seeing these guys just blow up. Unfortunately,
Are they going to take the field goal here or what?
That was a heck of a defensive play by Kinlaw.
Dolphins medical stuff out on the field. Send it to Achan.
Oh, I was worried about that.
4th and goal. Clock now at 1:44.
Well, I see no sign of the field goal unit coming on.
Like your dad will have some time to think.
I don't like how they're not showing what's going on with Achan. That makes me worry that it's something really bad. Oh, he got up. Okay.
Little limp, but at least he doesn't have a trainer trying to help him get to the sideline. So that's encouraging to see. As a matter of fact, all the trainers are gone. They're just going back, and looks like he probably just got the weight knocked out of him or something. So that's all good.
The injuries comes at a very opportune time for the Commanders because it stopped the clock.
They stopped
4th and goal, and it looks like they're going for it.
With the Dolphins offense because they are not kicking it. They're going for it on 4th down. Tua's in there. Ollie Gordon's in there. It looked like I saw the Daniel Brunskill going in there, jumbo offensive lineman.
Kurt Martin, good morning. Awesome, Alan. Glad you're part of the family. Great comment. Tua does not. Okay, here we go. They're going to try to run it again. They didn't get it. Should have taken the points. Pronto, welcome in and putting garbage into my chat. Take a hike, Pronto. You're gone.
Look at how quickly the Commanders' defense gets in the backfield. What a job.
That is pathetic. Sub it up. Loving it.
He goes out there to celebrate with his defenders. His teammates, man, that was a heck of a play.
This is why that coach from Miami is going to get fired.
I told you, DQ, he wasn't going to allow what we saw last week.
That was horrible. Take the points. It's under 2 minutes. Take the points, you clowns.
Coach Bobby Wagner, Frankie Lulu, these are 2 good players to allow that to continue to happen.
Who's the happiest commander right now? Mikey Sainristil.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, my God.
From that punt that he had.
Washington with no timeouts. Starts against
Yeah. Mariota looking to throw across the middle. Caught. Deebo Samuel all the way out to the 32. They got to move quick to try to get the points on the board. I don't know, Shack Attack. I'm trying to figure that out myself. Bunch of clowns. Quinlan, what's up? Handoff off the middle. That goes nowhere. Rawson found. Hello, my friend.
And now, if you're the Dolphins, as Mike McDaniel just does,
don't let the coach on the plane.
Call timeout with a minute 10.
That's correct. You got to call a timeout right here. Save some time, and it goes both ways.
Just disappointing.
So you have a minute and 10. If you get the
I'd have rather seen them kick 2 field goals on both ends and have it be tied that way than that BS. Timeout, Washington.
You want to try and save as much time as you can for your offense to be able to go down and try and tie the game. So quickly out, the momentum changes, situation changes.
Wow. 13 for 13 and goals to go.
Arcelius, I have no idea. You guys make sure you're following the channel. I got a lot of football to go between now and the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Make sure you're hitting subbing up. If you're on your phone, X out of the chat, hit the sub and come back in. Ernie, welcome in. Shotgun, gonna throw. Underneath. Caught. Short gain. 105 on the clock. 105.
The Dolphins call timeout. Down to a minute 5 from
Doug, yeah.
Stadium in Madrid. Frank Sinatra performed here in 1986. Bruce Springsteen, the first artist to perform here on more than one occasion. U2, Rolling Stones, Taylor Swift, the day of 2024. And today, it's the Commanders and the Dolphins in a tie game with just over 1 minute remaining in regulation.
I don't want to see chicken. I got chicken right here in my fridge if I want it.
Both teams out of timeouts.
3rd down and 6. Both teams out of timeouts. 3rd and 6. Look at the throw. Underneath. Caught. At the 40. 50, 45, 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 40 of Miami. Jones on the catch. Jones on the catch.
This is a beautiful design by Cliff Kingsbury. Jacoby Jones is doing what Deebo Samuel had usually been doing.
When this game ends, we will drop you right into our next game, and I hope you'll stay there and hang out with me for Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cincinnati Bengals.
To possibly win the game.
The Pittsburgh Steelers
No timeout
playing.
So the Commanders can run this clock down, set up for a field goal.
That was the first career catch.
Handoff up the middle, down to the 37. Shack attack, shaking his head. Me too. Me too.
Jones and Mariota, both of them understanding he's the first option. There's Dan Quinn looking in. I mean, it was all gloomy and dark for Dan Quinn just about a minute ago. Nice stop on fourth down by the Commanders defense, and here you are seeing the Commanders off.
Second and 8. Second and 8. He almost got sacked, and he almost got picked off of the same play. That could have been ugly, ugly.
On the blind side of Marcus Mariota, so you're seeing that if he doesn't time that perfectly and get the ball out, that could have been a sack strip fumble. Instead, he throws it out there and complete.
Could have been an interception. I hope not. I think the Packers win that game, Clint. I hope not. Nice. Good luck to you, brother. Ross and Pound, $2 holler hitting us up. Appreciate you. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Down the field he goes. Almost caught. Off the hands of Moore.
He remains down.
Ross and Found also gifted a membership. Thank you, Ross. Whitney Freeze. Thank you, Ross, for blessing us, the channel, and Preston. Thank you to Ross today, and thank you to our good friend, Mr. Thibodeau, both blessing the channel. Thank you to the moderators for help today. Thank you to the members of the channel for being here and supporting. To all those new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. To everybody who was ninja, here's the kick. Field goal up. He missed it. Are you kidding me? What in the name of James Earl Jones? We're going overtime. Gay misses another field goal.
Hold was good. He just pushed it. And you see the frustration on his face. Dan Quinn, the rest of the sideline, obviously disappointed. This game has gone up and down in the last 3 minutes. You thought the Dolphins were going to punch it in. Not so much. Then Commanders, not so much.
Now with 10 seconds and no timeouts, Dolphins need about 15 yards to get into field goal range for Patterson.
Correct. Now you're going to see that the Commanders are protecting.
Dolphins are going to try to get 15 yards and get up there and get on it. They ain't going to happen. They got to go down the sideline. Waddle had it and dropped it. Now all they can do is throw a Hail Mary. They'll probably work. The Hail Mary will go for a touchdown here.
About 63-yarder. A little bit behind Waddle. Usually Tua is better at placing the ball, ahead of him. We've seen him throw some beautiful balls to Waddle before that.
I have a headache.
Seconds left. You see everybody getting back for the Commanders.
Hail Mary time. Here it comes. Watch it work today. I don't know if Tua can throw it that far. I ain't going to lie. A-Chan with a catch, but that's it.
Time runs out here in the fourth quarter. We will head to extra time here in Madrid.
Extra time here in Madrid.
We always have those close games, except when it's Detroit. For some reason, they like to just blow out their opponent when we're calling those games.
Wow. Steve Duke, what's up, Steve Duke? Well, there goes any soccer contract for Gay and Spade. That's a great comment. Kuzican 27, what's up? Who's going to throw it? I don't know. We're just glad you're here. Glad you guys are here.
And it's finished in a tie. Washington and Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's up. You said it in about 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we already kind of knew where it was heading, so here we are.
In the overtime period, we'll play a 4-quarter, 10-minute overtime period, where each team will have an opportunity to possess the ball, unless there's a defensive score during that first possession. If the team that initially possesses the ball for the entirety of that overtime period, then the game will end. If the game is tied at the end of the overtime period, the game will end in a tie. We'll play 4-quarter time rules. Each team will have 2 timeouts, and all reviews will come from upstairs. Any questions? All right.
Oh, it's definitely a beautiful facility.
You'll make a call. This is heads. This is tails. What's your call? This is heads. Yeah. Tails is the call. Tails is the call. Heads. Miami win. We'll say take the ball second, so we'll kick it first.
Miami wants to kick first.
What you think of the field? So Miami's won the toss. They like to kick the ball. Washington receive the ball. Same with the field. So it's Larry Tunsil, former Dolphin, who made the call. Miami won the toss. And you heard Tua. Dolphins will kick off.
Dolphins want to kick. Love this commercial. It's one I like here. Hey, we could get closer to that 45,000. We're only 96 away. 96 subs away. Didn't think that would happen. We got overtime. Extra chance to whack a button.
December during the sales event. Get offers on select models.
Those know Sundays hit different when you earn them.
You ready? It's Saturday. Dave's ready. Dave's yours ready. His miles ahead of you.
We fine, Dave.
Cool.
Plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me in college. No, they didn't.
They called me a lot of things, different things.
I bet they did.
They called me a lot of things, different things.
That project on Saturday, so you can earn your Sunday. Low.
Hey, Matt.
Direct icon.
They've been talking about firing that coach in Miami up for a while here.
Paul, engaged. Kind of creepy. Happy Monday. It's an old school power move. The real power move? Having smart tools that'll keep up with changing trade rules.
Liz, we gotta get that Malaysian customs thing sorted.
Figured it out with FedEx. It shipped.
This works out good. Cakes has a little bit extra time to go out to the back 40. He's got a herd of llamas. He's got to feed the llamas before the Cincinnati game. He's got white llamas, yellow llamas. He's got a purple llama, I think. They're not usually that color. He just spray paints them for he can identify them.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
Ellen Piercy, $2 holler holler. Thank you, Ellen, for shedding a little magic over here today, giving you a little bit of love back. Thank you. You're raising a herd of llamas. The hardest thing has got to be during mating season. They go crazy. It's like 6-foot rabbits trying to go at each other.
Over 78,000 in attendance.
All right, here we go. Kicking it off. Miami kicking to Washington. In the OT, baby. Kickoff out of the end zone. Mariota should just throw a pick six and get this over with.
43-yard run. Managing partner, Josh Harris, White Marjorie. Also owns the Philadelphia 76ers, the Jersey Devils. Big plans for a new stadium in our nation's capital on the site of the old RFK Stadium.
Right, and he was a huge fan of the franchise growing up. We had spoken about that. We spoke about the times, the good times at RFK Stadium, and how the team really galvanized that whole area, the whole team.
I have no idea, David.
To be a Commanders fan now.
Play action, looking to throw, about to get hit, gets it off, intercepted. I just called a pick six. Intercepted. Miami's got the ball at the 33.
First play from scrimmage in overtime.
That's the first bad decision.
I just called pick six. Almost happened.
He was late on the throw, and he threw it behind, and it's a corner covering your tight end. Jack Jones makes a tremendous interception, and you don't usually see that from Mariota. That time, poor decision, and it leads to a great opportunity for the Dolphins offense.
Only the third interception by the Miami defense all season. Jack Jones, the former Patriot and Raider, with his 8th career pick. So the Commanders have their possession.
Cakes better hurry up spanking those llamas because this game might be over quick. Big run, A-Chain. Gain of 10, gain of 11. How many yards does A-Chan have today, Doug? Does he have over 100? Ryan Rowe, good to see you. Martin Trammell, good to see you. Don't forget, immediately following this game, I'm doing Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. We're going to dump you right over there. Come on over and join in for the fun. Let me get that game set up real quick.
On that 4th down play, Ollie Gordon goes in. They stuff him, so good to see A-Chan back. But I know that Marcus Mariota, he has that.
There we go. That one's open now.
There's nothing you can do except watch his defense hopefully stop this Dolphins offense.
Dolphins score and win the game.
Handoff, A-Chan again. Gain of about 4, almost 5. Down to the 19.
So Mariota turns the ball over. Jack Jones comes up with a huge pick. The first play from scrimmage in overtime, and the Dolphins defense continues to celebrate.
They better be careful. I only like to celebrate when I know it's over, right? You had the play, you made it, nice job. I don't know if I want to continue celebrating until I see zeros on the clock and we get the W.
The score here with much more than zeros on the clock.
First bad decision, yep.
Still get the W.
True, Steve. I don't know, Jerry. Dolphins take a quick timeout.
Has seen his team.
Dolphins take the TO, baby.
4th and goal from inside the 2 twice in the second half. All they need here is a field goal.
Yeah, still all smiles, Jack Jones, and deservedly so. But going back to Mike McDaniel and Tua today, Tua has no turnovers today. He leads the NFL in interceptions. He did throw one long bomb that could have been intercepted, but other than that, it's been a very good game by Tua, and it's been nice play calling by Mike McDaniel, right? He didn't put
2nd down and 6 from the 19. 2nd and 6 from the 19.
No protection, or he has no real read and has to force the football.
Well, McDaniel punt. That's a great line.
Where they spread the wealth, they relied on the run game at A-Chan and the offensive line. And Tua, he's been playing very well. No hero ball from him today. Just doing his job and being a
tight end in motion.
14 of 20, A-Chan 112 yards on the ground.
A-Chan again. Inside the 10 or inside the 15 to the 11. 1st down and 10 at the 11 for Miami.
First down here in overtime.
I was talking about all of that.
Did we ever find out how many yards A-Chan has?
The Washington Commanders, the Biden language is anything but that right now. They look defeated. Dolphins taking no chance now. They're bringing out the field goal unit, but it's
Dolphins are bringing out the field goal unit. Rick Simmons, hello.
And then now
are they putting it on this screen now, and I just need to get it on there? Yeah, they are. A-Chan, 120 yards. I need to fix that for the future. For the win. There it is. Miami wins the game. Miami wins the game. 13 for Washington, 16 for Miami. We are finishing this game, and I'm dumping you right in to Steelers versus Bengals. Come join me for Steelers versus Bengals, everybody. I'll see you in a few minutes right over there. This will take you right there.